Guys,
Yo, what's
welcome
up?
to the 404, the show where we keep you entertained
while we game. There we go.
Oh, deep
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
It's been a while.
Huh?
But
if you don't know who we are, I'm 20M Chop.
I'm Cheese Grader 12.
There you go.
Yeah, I was just checking that is what's on the strap. But I'm back because how long have I been asking to do this? Ever since we started? Literally
so
since
what's
the
it,
first
3
one.
years ago? Three and a half years ago.
Three
and a half years ago, guys, we started the 404,
And
which is, yeah,
I would like to say that you said this would never happen.
that's true.
On many streams, you said we would never, ever play Flight Sim.
That's so true.
it's happening.
That's very true. So we 100%, we're never going to play it. That's because Flight Sim was how old?
It was made in 2006, so
Great.
it's
Fantastic.
14
It
years
was
old.
rubbish. It was terrible. We're actually going to play that one just to show you how bad it was. But it's so bad that it takes, like, no jokes, like 10 minutes to load like a stage. And you
But
just
it's
thought,
actually this one.
oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, the new one as well. But anyway, if you haven't realized what we're doing at the moment, Gaming Bolt says hi. How's it, Gaming
Oh, yeah,
Bolt?
we should probably look at
Yeah, we'll
these,
look
yeah.
at the comments quick. We're just checking everyone who's joining in on Facebook. We've got people on Facebook. Say how's it on Facebook, please. Pop your comments below. There we go. Wes is here. Can't hear you, gents. What? What do you mean you can't hear us? Are you being serious?
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, no. Hi, guys. Dropping in to say hi. Hope you have a great stream. Why do you mean you can't hear us? Can you not hear us? We should be live. No, we are live. I can hear us. There's
Kelly
audio,
says
yeah?
she can't hear anything either.
Really?
There's no audio on Facebook.
Oh, there's no audio on Facebook. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to check that out for you guys in a second.
Okay, Darren's going to run away and I'm going to stall. So, I'm very excited because everyone at the 404 said we would never, ever get to play Flight Sim. And so I'd like to say thank you to Microsoft and Asobo Studios for making a new version. This is Flight Sim 2020. It released a couple of days ago on Tuesday, the 18th. So we are taking our almost first look. We've been messing around with it to get it to work, which was a bit interesting, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a bit, our process of actually getting this to run. As if you've been following the news about Flight Sim at all, some people have had some issues with getting it to work. There are a couple of glitches here and there, small things, which we might encounter throughout the stream, but on the whole, it's a launch of a brand new game.
It shouldn't be
It's
too bad.
not. It
Shouldn't be horrendous.
could have been a lot worse. Oh, there we
Sorry.
go. Okay, we do have audio
We
now.
should be back now. Sorry, guys,
So-
everyone on Facebook.
So as game launches go, it hasn't been the worst.
Yes.
It could have been a bit better, but at the moment, it's running well.
It is actually running well, and it looks amazing, to be honest with you, from my
It looks unbelievable.
Looks, literally, guys, this is going to be like a visual, just, like, it's going to blow your mind. You have to watch. We're going to be flying over some of the most iconic places in Joburg. We're going to do a bit of
Wow.
Cape Town flying.
We can do that, yeah.
We're going to just jump into Cape Town, but we've got a really cool route planned for Joburg. And then you're going to teach me how to fly, right?
I mean,
You're going to try.
we'll try. So I think we should point out that
Yes.
you were. I mean, okay, I've been doing Flight Sim for 12 years.
Yeah.
And I've been into hardcore Flight Sim, and you've never cared in the slightest
Never.
about flight simulators, and
Yeah.
that's why I was always told we'll never do this on the stream.
Yeah.
But for the first time, you're really enjoying this.
Exactly.
And I think
And I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
I'm not just enjoying it like I want to know more. I was asking the most amount of questions I've ever asked still like last night. He literally was like, I've got to go to bed. And all I was doing was like, I have to
That
ask
did
this, I
happen.
have to ask that. But it was really, really, really cool. Sorry, I'm just checking the comments. Yamika says, hi, don't crash. Russell says, hey guys, just dropping in to say, hope you have a great stream. Flies away. Thank you so much, Russell. Gaming World says, probably a troll. Or never mind. You guys have finally earned your wings.
well, I wouldn't
Thank you, Gaming
speak
Bolt.
too soon
Yeah.
if I'm honest.
Fair enough. Sorry, I'm just going to put my pack here.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
the jump in technology that we have from all the other flight simulators up to this is just, it's so groundbreaking that it's getting people that have never been in, because the flight sim community has always been a small hardcore group of people, and now this is just really bridged the gap and started bringing in a lot more new people to flight sim, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a bit about some
the
of
game technology and
the
stuff.
mechanics and stuff, and how it actually.
This
fits
is
that.
Mr. Flight Sim. I'm just letting you know. Obviously, he's been wanting to play it forever. But Dill, how many hours do you have in the old Flight Sim? 7,000.
Well, that's, yeah, 7,900. That's just on Steam.
7,900 on Steam. Not to mention the stuff before.
just
Steph
on
says,
Flight
"Hey
Sim,
kids, how's it,
Hey,
Steph?"
what's up?
Gavin Bolt says, "Just don't crash, or we'll have to take your wings away." I can't promise that.
I think,
Gavin,
well,
cannot.
to be honest, I should probably say I'm not a rail pilot. So if there are any rail pilots watching, I'm going to get things wrong. So do not try this in a real aircraft.
Yeah, do your best.
But I'm going to see if I can teach Darren at least to take off and land.
Okay.
Takeoff should be fine. Landing's going to be interesting.
Are we going to jump into this game?
Yeah,
I think
why
we
not?
should,
Let's
because we've got
show
a
it
lot
off.
to see and a lot for you guys to see. So
There we go. Let's show it off
it
in
out.
all its glory. Look at that.
That's so good on so many levels. Okay,
Okay, so do we want to just
let's
get
go into it.
cracking?
So I'm gonna act as the guy that wants to know about things. You guys are gonna tell me where are we taking off from first.
Okay, we're at Lanceria right now.
Okay.
So we're going to just do a bit of flying around Jailbreak. So
Okay.
I've also just noticed that we didn't turn off multiplayer and there's someone else on the other end of the runway, which is great. So going full realistic, as you guys can see.
You do your thing. I'm gonna go and turn down the game audio quick.
Awesome,
just a
you
little
do
bit.
that.
Yeah.
Is it that out of balance?
No, it's just a little bit loud.
Okay, the aircraft we're flying, for anyone who's interested, is the Icon A5. If you have a look, you'll probably notice all of the dials and stuff we have in front. Doesn't look very much like an aircraft, because this is, I'm just going to dodge this guy who's taking off in front of us. That's interesting. This is the ultimate rich man's toy. It's designed for people who just have way too much money, and it's actually an amphibious aircraft, so you can land this on water as well. That guy's struggling, holy moly.
I'm back. Cool.
So yeah, you can land it on water, you can land it on runways,
Uh-huh.
and it's actually designed to look like a sports car. So
And
if
it does
if you
look
look
like a sports
yeah,
car.
I don't want to call it the dash, but I guess it kind of is. It's
looks like a dash, yeah.
It looks like a dash, but it looks like a car. So we're going to have a jaw in this. The reason why we chose this is because it's high winged. So
Yeah.
if I pan over, we can look out the side, and high wing gives us a better view of what's around us. So low wing aircraft, obviously you'll have a wing in the way. And the other reason is
Which
because
is not great for you guys. You see,
Yes.
that's what we're doing it. Hang on, we've got a thing. Andrea Skier says, "Where is this?" He says.
Lanceria.
This is Lanceria, South Africa, and we are in South Africa as well. So yes, if you're asking that, it says, "Okay, it's fixed." Might be my internet. Gavin Bolt says the stream had some latency, but everything's fine. I'm just checking the Gesig book out. Do you want to pass me your phone? I can maybe do that. Oh, Ilna's watching. How's it, Ilna? Thanks so much for tuning in. Yes.
Ilna,
playing
finally
Flight Sim.
got my dream has come true. We're playing Flight Sim on the stream, and I'm very, very excited. And I'm
So am
also
I.
concentrating. Is my phone unlocked? Oh,
Yes, all
perfect.
good.
Okay, no one's on there.
Don't stress. I'll just go to the Gesig book.
Yeah.
Okay. Super
But yeah,
excited.
here we go.
So people are watching. I'm going to be where the comments are. The comments are over here. So Andrea Scuria says, very cool. It is very cool. Okay, so what's on our journey here? Because we've set up a whole...
Okay, so we're going to go take a
plan.
look at Kyle Army.
Kyle Army Racetrack, yes?
Yeah, it's funny because...
So actually, I want to talk to you. It's funny, yeah. It's funny because we could yesterday when we were flying around and having fun. That's the only landmark we could find every single time.
We were never looking for Kyle Army, but we
we-
spotted it every single time we were flying around.
And then today, when we were trying to set the waypoints, we couldn't find Kyle Army. So yeah. But anyway, okay. So what I wanted to say to everyone, so they understand. First of all, this uses, and I don't know if you said it, but it uses satellite technology, guys, where it's streaming in actual satellite images of the world that you are currently flying over. So this is the first time ever that you can do VFR flying, which is?
So visual flight rules. So
Yeah.
VFR flying is the kind of the most basic form of flying, where if you start off as a student pilot, you're going to be flying VFR unless you do extra ratings. But that means everything's done visual. So
Yeah.
you're looking outside the cockpit. You've got to have good weather, no clouds, and you're doing everything visually. And you navigate. If you have a look at it in our cockpit there, we've actually got a nice GPS, but that's a luxury to have.
Okay.
So you're normally navigating by visual waypoints. So we're looking for specific things, and something that's very noticeable, like Kyle Army, or you got Santon City,
Yeah.
there's FMB Stadium, which we're going to look at
Look
later.
at, yeah.
These are all things that you use to work out whereabouts you are.
Yes.
So that's never been, kind of been possible, but it's never been great in the other sims because they weren't so accurate in terms of the scenery.
Yeah.
But now that this is being streamed, satellite imagery, and we'll talk a bit about the 3D stuff that's happening, it's you can fly around. And Darren was very, very surprised to see how easy it was for him, who'd never done flight sim, to recognize where he was in Jailbreak.
Yeah, I can physically, guys, we flew over my house.
Yeah.
And I could be like, there's my house. It's literally there. It is ridiculous. People are coming with the comments. They're saying, Gaming Bolt says, might see my house. Doubt it, but I might. Yeah, you might. Andreas is like, can someone write down where he is? My English is bad. No problem. I see that Steph has already done that. Thank you, Steph. Steph's like, dude, come fly by and pick up. Oh yeah, sorry, and pick me up. Pizza?
That sounds good.
But it's really cool. Like, I will show you now, guys. It's literally it's the most amazing game we've ever played in my life, in terms of just being able to see stuff out your window like you would in a normal flight. So Steph just updated Andreas there, and the Gaming Bolt says, are you going to go up to places like Rudder? Yeah, my bro, we're going to Rudder, my boot. We're going to be there. I live in Rudder, well, close to Rudder. The arse end of the world, as some people would say.
Yeah, certain people.
Yeah, certain people. And then Yummy says, I wish the game had crash animations though. Does it?
Crash animations?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So you're not gonna, drive into something and fly into something and have your wings fall off, or there's no animations like that. If you do crash, it just kind of goes black screen and says, sorry. You crashed.
Yeah, you.
But that's in flight simulators. That's always been the case. So that's not a change.
Which ones do have full versions though?
If you're looking at combat flight simulators, something like DCS, that's obviously you got full damage models and animations like that for damage and stuff. So here we go along the highway. I don't know the names of highways.
This
but
is
you do.
That's probably the N1.
Okay, cool. So we're now going to head... We missed Kailami because we were talking.
Oh, really? No, go back. You got to show.
No, I don't want to go back. Remember, we've got quite a long thing planned.
Okay,
and
sorry, we missed Kailami, guys.
I don't want to mess around and not be able to find Kailami.
No problem. Illness is, I feel like Darren not paying attention is the foreshadowing in how this is going to be. It's going to be bad. So the Gaming Bolt says, I live in Rudderput. The Gaming Bolt, you should come on the stream then, my man. We always there. I actually want to see if there's any comments on any of the other stuff. There's a couple of other people watching there on the Facebooks. I want to go over here on the YouTubes. Anybody watching? Minimal people on the 404 YouTubes. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Laka, so Elon says, petition for the guys to try parallel park in Melville. While flying, that's a bit hard. Okay, where are we going now? What's our next?
Okay, we're gonna go and take a look at Jailbreak City and see what we can find. So also, I think the reason why we missed Kailami is I'm just thinking, I don't think the conversions of the coordinates that we used were 100% accurate. So I think we might have been slightly off.
Damn
which
it.
is why we didn't notice it. And I'm just looking now at the GPS, and I think that's actually what's happened. So let's try and work out where we are and kind of show people. So we've got a major highway here and another one crossing there. So let's try to figure out where we are.
Where are we trying to go?
So we're heading south over Jailbreak. So Jailbreak City is in front of us now.
Okay.
That looks like we could be heading towards Northcliffe Hill there.
Really?
Yeah, we're not super far from that. We've been heading south. So
okay.
Let's see if we can work.
Stephanie says she seconds that parallel parking request from Ilna.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that looks, we've got some cricket fields. That looks like a school of sorts.
That is a school. Oh, that's Baloo. No, that's not Baloo. It can't be. No, hang on. Where are we now? I'm trying to figure out where we are. Okay, no, this is the N1. This is the crossing. Okay, yes. Yeah, so that's Money. Well, that's the main highway. Hang on. Where the hell are we?
You were the one who's supposed to know Jailbreak.
This is. I know. I do know Jailbreak, and I do know bugger off. Everyone's saying.
What?
Ilna's like the SAA one. The Gaming Bolt's like, I third that. Thank you very much, Gaming Bolt. Let's see who's commenting on the Facebooks. No one. Okay, I'm just checking. So I've got all of the social medias open in front of me. Okay. So what are we doing?
Okay, well, the one thing that will be correct
Yes.
is FNB Stadium. So let's head towards that.
Let's do that.
Which is that way.
FNB, going to do
And
the
then-
things, and then you're going to teach me how to fly, right? No, where do we go after FNB? Sandton City.
Yeah, so there's SABC and...
Ah, yes, okay, but then I know where we are now. So
no,
if
you
that's,
don't, though.
I do know.
But we can work it out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is kind of we're doing it badly, but this is the
Yeah.
core idea behind, and also I've trimmed the aircraft arcs. I'm so good and I'm not touching anything.
Oh, no hands.
So
no hands. Oh,
there's
look.
no autopilot on this, I'm not cheating.
Okay.
This is kind of the core idea behind visual flying. We look, okay, there's SABC,
Yeah.
there's Brixton Tower, there's the other one, Ponty, to the left of that. So obviously we would be a little bit more aware in real life of where we actually were, but you see it's not hard to actually figure out in the sim
Where you are.
Where we are.
Yeah.
So we kind of know where we're heading now. Obviously Darren and I both know very well where SABC is.
Yeah.
So if we head towards that, so that is North Cliff Hill, I was right.
Yeah. And that would be, that's not Ponty, that is...
No, that's Brixton. That's
Brixton.
Ponty on that
Yeah,
side.
so we're randomly pointing at the screen there, but if you look out in
Yeah,
front of us,
fair enough.
the big tall building on the right, the one that's dark, the thicker one is the Brixton Tower.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah,
that's a good segue into talking about the 3D models that are coming in, because
Okay.
if you've ever seen Brixton Tower, it doesn't look like that.
no, it doesn't. And so basically, guys, at the moment, they've highly modeled some of the places in the world. So some of the biggest landmarks, F&B Stadium is one of them. That's why we're going there. They've done the whole of New York. They've done the whole of London. They've done.
Well, not the whole. There's
Should I say
parts.
London City?
Basically, it depends. So it's using Bing Maps. So the satellite imagery comes from Bing. And then basically, if you know like Street View, I don't know what you call it on Bing.
Yeah.
On Google, it's called Street View. And you can see a 3D replication of the building. They're using a technology based on that or very similar to that to recreate the 3D buildings.
Yeah.
The more data that there is for a city, the more accurate the buildings look.
Yes.
So unfortunately here in
South Africa.
the deep dark South Africa,
Yeah. There's not
We-
much data, especially not on Bing. I think if they went for Google, they would have had more because Google does do a lot of updates. to
so
our maps.
that's something I actually wondered about, was why they went with Bing and not Google.
Oh, because Microsoft. That's why.
There we go.
Because Microsoft owns Bing.
That,
So-
you just answered that talking point. Cool.
yeah, that's pretty much
Right. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But basically, the game and the mechanics, the simulator itself is made by Asobo Studios.
Yes.
And so you know a little bit more about Asobo and the other things that they've done.
Yes.
But basically, we were saying without
They made a Plague Tale, guys. Remember the one with all the rats?
There we go.
That's the one. The one that we
But-
played, where I screamed like a little girl. Yeah?
Yeah, without the backing of someone like Microsoft and
Yeah.
their servers and Azure and Bing,
Yeah.
this just it wouldn't be
never
possible.
have, yeah.
It's just, but the technology is amazing. So, if you've looked at other flight simulators, if you take something like X-Plane for example,
Yeah.
it looks great. It never looked bad.
Yeah.
But you don't have this much detail in terms
Not
of
a chance.
the buildings
I
and
have
the stuff.
never, ever seen in a sim. Sims are more about the physics and
Yeah.
about the physical planes, and
Yes.
because that's what it's about. And they've never really cared about the ground. And yes, you could buy packs, that allowed
Yeah.
you to upgrade the scenery and stuff and all the rest. But it still never was anything amazing. It just gave you a bit of 3D textures and a bit of buildings and
Yeah.
a bit of stuff, so you knew where you were. But now, literally, guys, you can fly and know what's in front of you.
Yeah,
You can
so-
fly over my old school and you can see the school. Like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. So,
We're coming up to SABC now.
Ilna says, I feel like Microsoft using Bing Maps for this is such a supportive relationship flex. Like your girlfriend can't sing, but you support her anyway.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's kind of like Microsoft and Edge and Internet Explorer. They keep trying to shove it down your throat and no one wants it. They could just can it. But yeah, they don't want
Cool. But thank you, Microsoft, for making this.
Yeah.
We don't hate you.
to. Please, if you are about sponsoring streamers, please sponsor us. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So that's the SABC to the left there that I can see.
correct.
Yeah.
So the SABC actually looks pretty decent
good,
in
yeah.
terms of like how it looks in real life.
Yeah.
Brixton Tower doesn't look like that. So obviously
Yeah.
we are still a step ahead of the other sims because it's picked up that there is a tall building there.
Yes.
It's just the graphic,
shading.
the 3D
Yeah.
model isn't 100%. If you know Brixton Tower, it's not a cylinder like that. It gets thinner as you go up because
Yeah.
it's just a radio tower. But at least it knows there's a tower there.
Show people the SABC because Ilna
We're
will be
going to
interested
go
in
there.
that.
Yeah. And I can literally, you'll see when I slow down nicely and we circle around the SABC, I can literally point out the parking that I parked in at
Yeah.
the SABC when I was
And we can physically see the sound engine where we went to college.
Yeah.
So we can actually see that building. It's not perfect, but it's the same shape, eh? It's
Yeah.
exactly the same shape.
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
using the satellite imagery and then basing the shape of the 3D building on on that image on the ground.
Yes.
So there's a bit of a weird stuff going on with the hill at SABC because it is on a hill, but not quite like that. But if we go around, we can have a look at the parking. So there's TV side. So TV side is the right shape. It's just in real life, it's blue. It's not grey.
And that's the light creamish big building you're seeing next to the tall building on the right. As we're going, you can see out on your left here. That's literally SABC TV side. Now, if we look, the sound engine's down there at the
no
bottom.
one can see what you're pointing at.
Yeah, that's true. So there's literally a building. So if we
Take the mouse.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I can take the mouse. Thank you. I'll be your tour guide. Steph's literally like, Dylan's making flying looking so easy. Like, I'm going to head out and buy a plane somewhere now.
Awesome.
So over here, with the mouse on the screen, that's the sound engine, actually over there. And here's the parking at the SABC. That's brilliant. That's actually the SABC from top down that you can see part of the thing, and then they've put buildings on top
But
of
look, there's even trees in the parking. And it's not just textured trees, it's 3D trees that they've placed. It's picked up that there are trees in the parking. And that, we haven't had that before. Before, basically, it would just be like, let's randomly place trees. Remember, we looked at All Flight Sim, there were just trees all over in random places. And we were like, this is the middle of Joburg, and there's trees on the roads, there's trees on the buildings. It didn't pick up the difference between, on the satellite image, the kind of open areas where there would be trees and the buildings. It kind of just placed trees randomly in the environment.
Yeah.
But this is actually looking at where there is vegetation in the satellite image and placing 3D models on top of that.
Where it should be. It's brilliant.
It's incredible.
Technology. Now, guys, have you spoken about the weather?
No, we're going to show that off
We're going to show you the weather now. Guys, it uses real weather data, meaning exactly what the weather is now in Joburg, you can have.
And just happens so tonight that there's nothing in Joburg.
So the cool part about it is, guys, you can have the exact weather that's happening now, but you can have any time of day. And it's the real time of day of that time. Of the time.
That was a world-class explanation.
It was amazing. So basically you can go any time of today, of what it was.
What are you trying to say?
But does the weather update with that? That's what I want to
Okay, so you can choose. There's kind of two ways that I can think of, but I might think of a third. So there's, the first way is fully live.
Yes.
So we can do that quickly.
Okay, we're going to go fully live quick,
and
which means we're in the dark now.
Yes, because
it's night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we go fully live, we have real-time, real-world weather and real-time. So it is now...
And we'll speak about the stars now. For all the girls out there that love stargazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think guys might like stars as well. But... Okay, currently it says we're at 5 minutes to 8, but the reason for that is because when we were testing it earlier, I left it paused for a bit before we started the stream.
Okay.
So we didn't have to wait for it to load. So we're slightly off live time, but also it could be because your computer's clock is out of sync, if that's a thing. But basically, this is picking up exactly what the weather's doing outside and the real world time based on your computer's time. So as you can see, it's night. And that leads me on to another thing. For the first time ever, we can do nighttime VFR, which is a thing in real life. You have to have a night rating. You can't just, get a basic pilot's license and go fly at night. But if you look at how noticeable landmarks are, and we'll show some other stuff like F&B Stadium at nighttime, you can pick up landmarks at night. We can still pick up tall buildings and stuff there. We still notice SABC.
Exactly.
So you couldn't really do nighttime flying in other sims because they didn't have lights and stuff. It was just, the floor was just black. So...
And then I wanted to say, guys, so the stars, guys, are real time. So they move as the night goes on across the sky.
This is the coolest toy I've ever got in a simulator. We've never been able to do this before, but we can modify. It didn't when we changed it now.
Oh,
so maybe it won't. Maybe they fixed that in the patch today. But
so watch the sky, guys.
So we can now, for the first time ever, without having to reload the game, we can adjust the time in real time. And look at the stars, their positions all adjust, the sun's position adjusts as we change the time.
And it's real. It's absolutely to where the stars would be at that time.
We spent a lot longer than we should have finding Orion's belt last night, and it was correct.
We found Orion's belt and the Southern Cross.
Don't ask me where it is now, though, because I won't be able to tell you. There's the moon ahead of us.
There's the moon,
So as I move it, you can see
and that's the exact moon's position in terms of its size.
And the size based on the date. Correct.
That's exactly it.
So we can adjust the slider in real time and change what it looks like. But look at the lighting. It's amazing.
Put on some clouds for us.
Yes, sir.
That's something cool.
Right, so the second way we can adjust the weather is by using presets. So let's go and just pop in a few clouds there, and we're going to get shaken around as the wind updates. But, okay, so this is what's freaking out the sim. So it has stunted a little bit.
So
haven't-
it's the clouds, you think?
But yesterday was doing it on the time as well. So
That's true.
they've,
So
they've,
fixed it a
they've
little
gone
bit.
one step forward. But it'll come back in a second, we hope.
Kelly's like, in case no one knew this, Cheese
God.
works part-time as a weatherman. Okay, I'm going to quickly read some comments. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, so Ilna's talking to Steph. She says, I'll be able to do exactly one 360 flip and be happy. I mean, I'll die, but happily. Steph's was like, Ilna, we will miss you, but what a way to go. And then Ilna's like, can you guys talk a little bit about the ease of use for first-time flyers?
Okay, that is something
so.
we're going to get into because
to.
Darren's going to fly. and it's
How
gonna be
easy is
terrible.
the controls and how in-depth are the readings?
Okay.
Do you have to pay attention to all the readings or just
Right.
zoom? And then Steph's like, I'm surprised there are so many lights in Jailbreak because like load shedding.
Yes.
Yes, that is quite funny. So they do not model load shedding. That's an ESCOM only
That'll be an add-on.
feature. Yeah, that's an add-on. Yeah. So and then Ilna's like, "Lol, Steph, jealous of a simulator," and laughing. And then Steph's like, "Ilna, I mean, yeah." So okay, cool.
Thanks for reading that conversation to us,
It's a
Darren.
pleasure.
Okay, so there's FNB Stadium.
FNB, cool.
So this is one of the extra handcrafted 3D models that a graphic designer has gone in there and added into obviously the correct position, and they model it really cool. So if you have a look, you can see the individual tiles as we get closer. I'll give you a nice good look. Let's slow down, and we'll give ourselves a bit of flaps as we slow down. I'm just doing some pilot stuff. Right, let's go and have a look at FNB, and you can see the individual tiles. It looks really, really cool.
That's FNB.
So
yeah.
there's a couple of these, there's actually quite a lot of these landmarks all over the world. You can go look at the pyramids, you
Eiffel
can go
Tower.
look at the Eiffel Tower,
Things
London.
in Sydney, London Eye.
What is the London Bridge called? The bridge, that bridge?
Yeah,
London Bridge is falling
over
down.
the Thames, yeah.
Big Ben is there.
Yeah.
Ayers Rock in Australia, stuff like that. So as time goes by, there's lots of scope to just add more things like this.
Yeah.
And there's already third-party developers that are creating higher detail areas. For example, you can go by London City. And so the scope for expansion on this is just amazing. But
Yeah.
look at the detail on those tiles there.
Now, guys, remember, it's not only the developer that could do this, but third-party people as well. So, I mean,
Correct.
we technically, at the end of the day, could have a fully modeled Jailbreak with the correct buildings, with whatever you want in it. They could go, we're going to do Jailbreak.
That's
or Cape
Jailbreak
Town.
Skyline. Look at
That's
that.
Jailbreak Skyline, yeah. That's exactly Jailbreak Skyline. And that's us going over. And you can actually even see the parking and where the stairs go up. That hasn't been modeled. Obviously, the stadium has.
Yeah.
But I love it that there's little car models driving around. It gives you, like, such an awesome feeling of, you know, like a working city. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's absolutely
That's
ridiculous.
really cool. So let's talk about. Someone was asking about access for people who've never done this before. So at the moment, I've turned off all the assists. This
Yes.
is full-on realistic
This
mode.
is if you were flying as a pilot in a
Correct.
plane, realistically.
But if you are getting into this for the first time, there are lots of assists that you can turn on. So things like takeoff assist, which helps you stay straight down the runway, because generally rudders is one of the more difficult things to do in a simulator. And there are all these assists. I don't know how else
Oh, we
to
just
voice it. Yeah, I've got it. It's
Yeah,
doing
anyway.
its thing. I got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
That you can turn on, so it can, for example, help you on takeoff. It can help you on landing. It can reduce the sensitivity almost, so
Yeah.
you can be a bit rougher than you should.
And that was the first thing that I did.
There we go.
Yes.
So the first time I gave it over to Darren, you just went like this, and we
and then
died.
we died.
instantly.
Yeah, because you can't do that in a plane. Dustin's here. How's it, Dust? Thanks so much. He says, I'm late, but yeah, I'm here.
But you
So-
made it. That's what's important.
That's what's important. And this, he's really excited for this game, just to let you
Awesome.
know. So,
So yes,
do you want to show him FNB Stadium quick? Just on the left, so you can see it.
there
That's
it is.
FNB Stadium, Dust. Literally in the game, as you
No
can see,
hands.
Jailbreak. Yeah, it's pretty darn insane. So Ilna asked, quick, does this munch PC specs, or can a potato run it smoothly? Guys, this really does wreck. If you want to know what we're playing it on, we're playing it on a
A whole
6-core,
block of flats.
4.2 gigahertz processor. We've got a GTX 1080 Ti running, I think, 32 gigs of RAM, and everything is on an SSD. The cache drive plus the game itself, because it just helps with load times and all the rest. Where are we going to now?
We're going to go see if I can find Walter Sisulu, but I don't know if our coordinates are going to work, so we'll see.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll go find your house.
Cool. Dustin is blown away. So it's like, oh my gosh, and oh my gosh, and all the
Oh,
eyes.
it's amazing.
It's
This
amazing.
Is really,
This
really
is
cool.
amazing. Make the sky even cooler.
fine.
I just love this. It just changes my life.
Okay, so let's go and show them something really cool, and let's
Like
give
rain.
me a bit of a challenge to make it rain.
Cool.
And you'll see how the clouds actually scatter the light. So as we made it rain, it got darker, and this
We are
plane
in
is
clouds.
not built for instrument flying. I'm gonna die if I do this. So let's go and just not go that crazy. So there's high-level clouds. It's just your
Let's do-
cirrus stuff. Let's
Yeah.
make it a bit more cloudy.
Broken clouds,
But look how the clouds actually scatter the light.
Yeah.
So as the light changes, there's shadows through the clouds, but you can see the actual light coming through the clouds. That's not been in simulators before. This
Ever.
is something really, really cool. I'm also over-revving the engine a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, and we should do that. Right, so this whole weather engine is amazing. And I don't understand the physics behind how they did it, but it's gonna freak out a little bit now. But Asobo has said they are modeling air particles. So it's not just a lookup table where you have a point on the aircraft and it is a bunch of numbers in a spreadsheet and it says when I push this, what happens to the lift of the aircraft. It's modeling the actual air particles over the aircraft itself. So we can do really advanced stuff like stall a single wing. You can have wind affecting your aircraft where you have more lift on one side than the other. And people don't know simulators, probably don't care about any of that. But in terms of realism, it's up there. It's really, really, really good. The other thing I wanted to mention about the person who was asking about how easy it is to get into, do you have to look at all the dials and stuff?
Yeah.
So yes and no. Obviously, the more complex the aircraft, the more you have to pay attention. But because this is
Trav's
really...
watching. How's it, Trav? Sorry.
What's up,
carry on.
Trav?
Yeah.
Thanks, Darren. What was I talking about?
So.
Oh, yes.
Yes, more complex.
So the more complex the aircraft, the more you have to pay attention to the systems. But because this is very based on VFR flying, I'm actually not really looking at the instruments very much. I'm talking to you. I'm not even touching it right now.
Yeah, but that's also because he's using a thing called trim, which Dill explained to me, allows you.
We'll talk about trim in a bit.
No problem. But I'm just saying that's how you are not holding on, and you can do that in a real plane. It's a real thing.
So
yeah.
let's talk about VFR, because this is what makes this sim so amazing, is that I'm actually just looking outside the cockpit, and I can tell whether I'm pitching up or pitching down by looking at the horizon.
Yes.
And a huge problem with other simulators, and I've actually done one. I did an intro flight in a real aircraft, and the instructor that I went with said, I can see you're a simulator pilot because you're looking at your instruments and you're not looking outside the cockpit. Because with previous sims, there wasn't enough detail for you to get all of that information by looking outside. So you're always staring at your instruments to go, oh shucks, I'm banking to the left.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm going down.
Yeah.
And for the first time ever, I found in this sim, I look outside like you should.
Yes.
So if
Which
you...
is a real thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the instructor said to me, he said, the problem we get with people who sim first before they learn how to fly a real plane is they're always looking at the instruments, and with VFR you can't, because one of the important things is your traffic separation in VFR is all visual. So other aircraft, it's up to you to see them and not fly into them.
Yeah.
There's no air traffic control in a lot of cases. You can have air traffic control under VFR, but that's a whole other complex topic. But it's not like an airliner where the controller is keeping you away from other people. You are reporting specific visual waypoints. So depending on the area, you need to know the area. You'll have a map of specific points, and you'll say, I'm so far from this reporting point, and I'm at this altitude, and it's up to you to listen to other people saying and work out where they are and look and see them and go, okay, I'm not going to fly into that.
And it's a skill that you learn. So my brother had to do the same thing.
100%.
And when I flew in the sling with him, I had that exact thing where he was busy doing that constantly on the flight that we were on, checking in from everyone around us and broadcasting his position so other people knew where we were. So I didn't die. And I didn't die. So well done to my brother. He can fly.
Awesome.
That's it. Yeah.
Great. Next thing is, in terms of how much you have to pay attention to the systems, starting off with a basic aircraft like this, it's not difficult. I'm looking at my airspeed, which is this dial over here, if I zoom in. So we make sure we're in the green, and we're fine.
Now, I'm going to fly a different plane when I fly. So I'm going to show you a conventional plane. Guys, this is literally the supercars of planes.
Yeah.
And it's made to look like a supercar for very, very, very rich people that are lazy and just want to fly around the skies.
But it's very simple.
Yeah.
So if you want to start progressing, because you said to me last night, what does someone who doesn't have me sitting next to them, how do they learn this?
Because it's scary. And then you get turned off because you want to fly, and then you keep crashing and you don't know why, you know?
Okay, So there are flying lessons in the game where you get a virtual instructor, and I think it's actually a she in this one, talks you through, I think the name's Vanessa or something, I'm probably heavy wrong.
How's it, Vanessa?
But she
like you
will...
You want to teach me how to fly?
Okay, so just like you would get in a plane with a real instructor, she takes you step by step through what to do and how to learn the controls of the aircraft. So if you've never flown a simulator before and you want to get into it, there are these stepping stones that allow you to learn the basic controls, because obviously I know the joystick, I know the 3 axes and all of that we need to work with, and they'll take you step by step through that. So if you want to get into it, this is, I would say, by a long, long way, the simulator to get into flying. And if you want to play it like a game, there are missions and things you can do. They are very limited at the moment, but they are definitely adding more. That gives you a sort of goal, which kind of turns it into a game. So, for example, you have landing challenges. They give you a difficult airport to land at, and you need to try and make it work. And some of them get really difficult. I mean, I failed on one last night.
I landed. I just want to let you know. I did. It wasn't good, but I did land.
I don't know if we could call that a landing.
But I tried.
We hit the runway. but yeah, we
I've got
survived.
a bit of comments in a second.
Okay, let's go.
So Dustin says, does the Coves Estates runway appear in the nav?
I don't know.
We don't know. We can check for you, though. We can check that. And then
where's the Coves Estate?
I've no clue. Where is the Coves Estate, Dustin? Stephanie Mull says, Simba, everything the light touches. That's so cool, though. It's in Heart of Beersport. Sorry, he said the Coves.
That's far.
But it probably does. Yeah.
There is a very, very good chance it's in there.
Yes. They do most of the major and minor airports.
I mean, there's a tiny little farm strip that I know about in real life near my uncle's farm, and it was in the game. So I would say 95% chance Coves, whatever he called it, is there. But Coves, I recognize that name, so I think it is. It probably will be in there.
So Ilna says you can see the reflections on the dash and fingerprints on the window. So
100%.
satisfying. So turn to the left.
Darren was eating popcorn last night, and we just need the sun to be in the right place.
sun to be in the right place.
So don't worry, we can just change the weather so we can. Oh, there you can see the fingerprints now.
There's the fingerprints on the
bottom.
bottom.
So yeah, Darren was eating popcorn last night, and he put his fingers all over my $2.5 million plane, which I was very unhappy about.
There I am. I mean, that's how I do when I fly. There, all the fingerprints, brother.
Also, things we can do with the weather is cool stuff like make it snow in Joburg. And look at the snow collecting on the ground and on the buildings.
It builds up on.
How cool is that? There's 2 other people. See VFR Flying. There's 2 other aircraft. You can see the lights flashing out there. That's why we have strobe and nav lights on the planes, so you can identify them from fairly far away. So there's live multiplayer in this, built in. So those are 2 other people flying around in Flight Sim. Real people sitting. Probably not in a studio like us, but they are flying around, and this is built into the game. In previous sims, you had to either log into a multiplayer session or use a third-party app to fly with other people. But this is built in, and if other people are just in the game, you can just spawn at the same airport and you are there together, and you can fly together.
Which me and Dill are going to start doing. So Yaku says, joined late and stuff. He says, no jokes, go land at Wunderboom National Airport. I want to see my house.
We can do that.
We can go and do that as well.
Victoria, it'll take us a while to get there, but yes, always possible.
Stephanie Mole, I don't think Darren will ever not be living incarnation of the squirrel dog Doug from Disney Up.
You're a squirrel dog.
I'm a squirrel dog Doug. Oh, the squirrel dog Doug from Disney Up. Okay. Then.
Oh, Doug.
Doug the dog. I know him. So Stephanie Mole says, right, Ilna, he's all over the place. Thank you. And then Ilna says, got to love him regardless, though. Thank you.
Are they talking about my flying being all over the place?
No, I think Darren will ever not be the living
incarnation. I take lots of offense.
I'm all over the place. I am. That's fine. You know, it's roll. You guys love me. I can't read, but it's fine. But I can spell better than you.
I can't disagree with that because of what happened when we were installing the game.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to let go of the controls now. I've turned up the weather a bit so we've got a bit of wind, and we can see the aircraft is moving around. So the wind is, the air particles are simulated, the wind is moving just like it would in real life, and it's moving the plane around like it would. We're bouncing around. We don't have any crazy turbulence. We'll probably find some of that later on. But maybe what we should do is fly into a cloud and show them the impending doom of what happens when you do that.
Fly into a cloud. Now, guys, I didn't know this, but Dill taught me this last night. Small planes like this are not allowed to fly into clouds.
So let me correct you.
Okay.
Under VFR flying conditions.
Yes.
So because it's visual flight rules, you have to stay out of cloud because everything is based on visual navigation and traffic separation. So it's not necessarily the small plane.
Yeah.
The plane has to be rated to be able to fly instrument flight,
Yes.
so IFR,
Yeah.
to be able to go into clouds, which I don't think this one is because we don't have all the information that we need to be able to do that.
For sure.
So as far as I understand, this isn't an instrument-rated plane, so we're going to fly it into a cloud and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, it's not the plane that determines that.
yeah.
It's the license of the pilot that determines that.
Okay.
Under visual flight rules, you don't fly into clouds, and depending on where you are flying, you have to stay a specific distance away from the clouds
Okay.
to maintain that separation.
Okay.
So, but yes, flying into dark clouds like this is not a good idea. Obviously, those of you who did geography understand that, and Kelly's going to call me a weatherman again because I'm talking
Yeah,
about this.
here it comes. Come
But,
on, Kelly. Weatherman.
Inside the cloud, obviously clouds are formed by unstable air rising, getting
Yeah.
colder.
Mr. Weatherman, you know, geography. Carry on.
Cloud, you also did geography, so
I
shut
also
up.
did, man.
The,
Mr. Craig. Call him.
the,
Carry on, yeah.
the moisture in the air
Yes.
gets colder, condenses, turns into water droplets, and then we get rain. So
Yes.
that's the clouds are moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of that unstable air, if we fly into it, it's going to move us around.
Yes.
And if you fly into a cumulonimbus cloud, which for the
Cumulo
people,
what cloud? Say that again.
cumulonimbus
Ah,
cloud,
fantastic, my man. Yes.
which
Sorry,
is
I was
your
just checking.
storm clouds.
Yes.
There's massive updrafts in there, and
Yeah.
if you
All
fly
the
into it in a
updrafts,
small
brother.
plane,
All the
it'll
updrafts.
throw you all the way up. So that's not something you
It'll
want to do.
drip you
but,
back 2-4 ways.
Okay,
You know.
Darren, you talk then. I'm gonna fly the plane.
Fly into the cloud, my brother.
I'm
You
in
wanna see it?
I'm in
You
a
wanna see
very
you get-
small cloud currently.
You want to see you get clapped there, but. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well,
Ilna says, case in point. Dustin says VFR rules, but. Okay, anyway. I'm just trying, my man.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I wish I could still read, Ilna says. I remember that.
Okay, we're making it storm,
Okay, we're making it storm. Let's,
and I'm gonna
Oh
struggle
my
now.
goodness. Okay, now watch the rain, guys. It's absolutely
So
amazing.
you can actually see it on the windows.
On the windows.
And you can hear it a bit as well.
Yeah.
So we can see it in the corner, and I'm pointing at the screen again.
Yeah.
And there's lightning, and let's find a nice, big, terrifying cloud to go and fly into.
That looks terrifying. Fly there.
Yeah,
Okay, so
great-
Dustin
great
says
time.
my biggest issue at the moment is I'm way too reliant on instruments and training for
There we go.
VFR. What tips could you suggest?
But being too reliant on instruments. So if you're flying in flight sim, you're in the right place. If you're in other sims, it's not that easy to do visual stuff. But basically, you need to set yourself a reference on the horizon and use that. You're going to compare the reference on the horizon to your dashboard of your plane and make sure you're flying level.
Yes.
Set your reference, and then you can adjust. If the plane is getting closer to the reference, I know I'm climbing.
Yeah.
So that's how they teach you. With my instructor, I only did one flight. I did an intro, so I don't have a pilot's license. But basically, he said, put your hand on the dashboard and then measure how many fingers, and for mine it was 3 fingers.
Yeah.
And that was up to the horizon.
Yeah.
And then kind of keep that distance in your mind, and when it drops below that, you know you're descending.
Yeah.
So
That's the same way my brother learned as well. They also
absolutely,
do
that's how they
finger method, yeah.
teach everyone.
Yeah.
So the easiest is just to set that reference point and then practice working out, am I climbing or am I descending? Obviously, pitch and roll, which, so pitch is your up and down,
Yeah.
so, and roll is our left to right.
Whoa.
So,
Hard there, man.
yeah, we got a bit of wind there. So I can turn this way a lot easier. The wind is obviously affecting that. I can't
Yeah.
turn this way as much. So the roll is easy because anyone can spot that we're now kind of, you know, leaning to the left. It's the pitch that catches people, because if we very slowly descend, I can leave it like this, and all of a sudden you'll notice, oh wow, we're too low.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one that you've got to work on. That's the one that generally catches people. So when we pull up Darren's aircraft that he's going to fly, I will show you the vertical speed indicator, which is an instrument that you can use. But basically what I did when I flew for real is
Yeah.
I looked at the vertical speed indicator, got it to 0, which means I'm not climbing or descending, and then set that reference point. At the moment now, because even though I'm looking outside, I can see that I'm getting further away from the horizon with my dashboard, so I'm
Yes.
starting to descend.
to descend.
So I hope that kind of helps you.
Come on, Dustin, you can do it, my man. That was the best explanation from the best man possible. We've got people saying, if you guys don't do a Weatherman bit edit from this, it would be a missed opportunity. I agree. Coming off the back of that, Kelly says you can watch him every Wednesday from 1 p.m. p.m. to get the weather report.
Oh my
He's
God.
very good. He's on SABC2. He's on the E! News as well, guys. He's very good. He's sizzle, sizzle, de-bizzle with your weather, ensuring it doesn't rain on your day.
Well, yeah,
that should be your tagline. Hashtag royalties. Cool. Let's move on. So, okay. So Avnish, sorry if I butcher your surname and name. Avnish Avashi says, "Atlet, hey guys, how's it? Thanks so much for tuning in." Yaku says, "So boys, girls, how do you beat this game?" He says, "Is there a King Kong boss,
Oh, wow.
or do you just fly?"
So, yes.
But
Right.
let's talk about this because I want to say my part first.
Okay, say your part and then I'll say the correct thing.
No. What I'm saying is I didn't like simulators for that exact reason. I didn't find any point to it. That's why it never interested me. However, this does interest me because I would want to fly more now because I can see more, and the graphics look amazing, and the game looks amazing, and the things that I can do are amazing, number one. And number two, I now could see, and it's going to segue into what you're going to tell them, why people do sims. And it's not a game, guys, it's a simulator.
Yeah.
You got to understand that. It isn't a game. But I understand why they do it now, and I
Having
think
to
I
work
would
quite
want to.
hard now to not crash.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
can't just let go of this thing anymore because we're in a thunderstorm.
That's great.
Also, what I'm doing now would be highly illegal
Yes.
in real life.
He's
So,
really fighting the stick here, no lies, guys.
Yeah,
Like
it's
he's
not-
struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can explain and try not to crash. We are heading into a very dark part of the clouds.
Jeez,
but,
like we're going to die. We're going to
yeah,
die.
it's very bumpy. Okay,
Yeah.
so the difference, what I was going to say is the difference between games and simulators. So a game gives you a story or a goal and walks you through that story and that goal to beat the final boss,
Yeah.
gather all the things, discover whatever. And the game tells you what to do to enjoy the game, right?
Yes. Yes.
If you're playing, a first-person shooter, shoot the other people, and I have fun.
Yes.
Simulators aren't like that.
Yes.
Simulators give you the world and the environment and the engine, and oh my word,
We're going to die.
and it's up to you to make your own game out of it. So in a simulator, I would say, well, I want to fly from Grand Central to Vonneboom today.
Yes.
And I want to do it as realistically as possible, and to me, that's satisfying.
Yes.
And so for us, I would go and I would plot that like I was a rail pilot because I wanted to be a pilot and I didn't get to do it. So that's what I enjoy, and that's what you get out of a simulator.
Yes.
So the simulator is about giving you the access to the engine to make whatever you want to happen. And every single person is going to enjoy different things in a simulator.
Yes.
So first of all, I love flying around VFR like this, especially now that we have this simulator.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy airliners.
Yes.
And so,
which is, you're flying so high you can't see stuff on the ground. You know?
exactly.
So that's
So
not about that.
it's
Yeah.
up to you to decide what keeps you engaged and what keeps you entertained and what makes you feel satisfied. So Darren was quite happy to thunder into the runway and survive and bust through everyone's airspace and do it
Yes.
as dangerously as
Yes,
possible.
yeah.
But I would be very happy to follow all the procedures.
I was dive bombing my house.
There we go. I would like to follow the procedures, enter the pattern correctly, and do a nice smooth landing at the correct point of the runway. And when I do that, I feel happy because I'm a
Yes,
weird
you're doing it
person.
properly. No, it's fine. I just wanted to give a shout out. It's Dustin Basadino's birthday. Happy birthday,
Oh, wow,
bugger.
happy
Hope it's
birthday.
a good one. He says, apologize for the Grammys, been at Hogs. Don't worry, my man. Hope you had a drink from me as well. We will go out soon. Don't stress. Illness says, Atjaku, choose Sonic the Hedgehog's character and pass Bowser, and don't forget to collect 200 when you pass begin. Yaku Prince, that's at his thing about it being a game. Yaku Prince says, I'm bloody good at playing a GTA. Am I ready for this game?
No.
I know you're not.
GTA's flying is horrendous.
Yes.
The controls are so gamey and sensitive, but it's supposed to be. So I believe if you go and turn all the assists on and
Yes.
you come from GTA, you will be at a good starting point.
Yes.
And if you want to do that, turn all the assists on. It actually asks you when you first configure the game,
Yes.
how much easier do you want the game to make it for you? And I didn't tell Darren about that, and I just turned all of that off, and I said, go fly. And he's like, geez, this is impossible.
Yes.
But
It was
you
not
can
great.
set up some of those assists, then start practicing stuff. So do your takeoff once you get it right, turn off some of the assists.
Yes.
And rather than trying to throw yourself into the deep end and learn all of the elements of flying, use the assist to complement you on certain parts. So for example, when I did my intro flight, the instructor said, okay, for the first 15 minutes, I'm going to do all the throttle and all the rudder. You just use, or it wasn't a stick, it was a control column, you just focus on pitch and roll. And then he said, okay, you're doing fine with that. Now you taking over the rudders from me. And you build on like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have a rail instructor sitting next to you who can do that, but you have the virtual lessons which helps you out with things like that. So if you want to get into it, that's the best way to do it. Let the assists help you and start removing them as you get confident with certain parts. Don't try and jump into it and get frustrated because you now can't take off because there's just too many things going on for you to manage.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm still alive.
Okay, so I'm seeing some stuff from Glitch now. Sorry, I see that it wasn't updating all the time. Arthur says, how long will a flight from Jailbreak to Cape Town take? Also, are there real air controllers who need to talk to?
Okay, let's answer both of those questions. So, how long would it take to fly from Jailbreak to Cape Town? Well, it depends on what plane you're flying and how fast it can go. If you're looking at an airliner, you're looking at about just over 2 hours.
Okay.
If you're looking at
Which
this,
is normal time. It's the same time that it would take in real life.
So the world is one-to-one
Real time.
scale.
Yes.
So however long it takes in real life, it will take in the sim.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like, well, I do 15-hour flights when I go from SA over to New York, and people don't understand why that's fun, but I enjoy it. So it is all real time.
Real time.
So if we had to do it in this plane, we'd be here for a few days because it's slow.
So I just want to quickly say, just catching up with so many comments coming in.
Good.
Yaku, if you meet a king boss in the sky, I think you're flying too high. Then Dustin says, what is the ATC interaction in the sim?
So by default, we haven't actually been playing with this, but we get a text-to-speech ATS, and Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra, that is actually us. But what I have and what you can do is we have a virtual co-pilot who we can set to do certain things for us. So let's say I get really tired of flying. Let's just tell him to take over, and there we go. I can now let go, and our virtual co-pilot is flying. And the reason why he's turning around is he's going to follow the pre-programmed route that we put into the GPS.
We've just been talking. We actually need to show people more things on the ground.
True, but there's lots to talk about this. This is going to be a 5-hour stream, just so you know.
Oh, wow.
So he's now controlling everything, or she. I think, I don't actually know.
Okay.
They don't speak, so we'll never know. But anyway, you can also set them to manage the radio comms.
Yeah.
So that's what was happening in the beginning, and I turned it off, and then I ignored ATC, and that's why they got angry with me and told me terminated.
Yeah, which basically means
that means the jet fighter comes and
and your wings get taken away from you.
Right. So by default in the sim,
yes,
you get pretty good ATC services. So ATC being air traffic control. Compared to other sims, pretty detailed. We get to follow very specific procedures called SIDS and STARS, which control how you approach an airport and leave an airport under IFR conditions.
What's IFR again?
Instrument flight rules.
Cool.
Okay, so that's where ATC is responsible for keeping you away from other aircraft, and they tell you where to go. So they give you instructions and you follow them, or they shout at you.
Yes. And then, you can literally lose your pilot's license if you don't listen to them.
100%.
Yeah.
So by default, it is, in terms of when compared to other simulators, it's good. It's good ATC, but in terms of realism, it's not 100%. If you want to go fully realistic, there are a couple of I don't know if you want to call them communities or add-ons or whatever, but one of them, the kind of the biggest one, is called VATSIM, Virtual Air Traffic something.
Ah, you tried.
And that is a set. I'm trying to do like 7 things here. Why can't you just do that? Okay, so
there we go.
Okay, so on VATSIM, you get real people who man air traffic control positions. You have to be certified, so you do a test to be certified as an air traffic controller. You have to learn the procedures, and then you can talk to a real person as if they were air traffic control.
Which can be built into the game.
Okay, it is built into the game already. VATSIM is the only one that is built in by default. You have to download the VATSIM vPilot client, set up your account. It's not for beginners at all because they follow real-world procedures. So you need to understand, first, they say you must be proficient in flying your aircraft before you log on, because this is now, people take this very, very seriously.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of real pilots that do this as well. And there's real air traffic controllers that do this as well.
Yes.
So you need to not be looking for switches and buttons and things in your plane. You need to know exactly how it works and be able to follow instructions.
Tell you things, yeah.
And
got so
then
many comments. Keep
you
going.
also need to understand air traffic control, what they're going to tell you and what they're going to expect from you and how to do those things. However, they have training programs.
Yes.
You can sign up with VATSIM and you will sign up with the South African division, and you can get a virtual instructor, a real person sitting on the other side on Discord
Teaching
or whatever,
you.
and they will teach you all of these things, and you can get virtual pilots ratings. So the sim community is intensely detailed.
Yes.
You
It's
can
as
get
detailed as a real
100%.
pilot. Yeah.
So you can get rated all the way from basic VFR flying like we're doing now, all the way up to flying airliners and doing transatlantic crossings and all that crazy stuff. I haven't done a lot of that. I've done a bit of VATSIM.
And self-train.
I've trained myself with everything. I never did the VATSIM training.
So Dill
because
actually downloads the user manuals for the planes and
Yeah.
then learns the planes like a technician would learn a plane.
Yeah, I went and downloaded PDF versions of a lot of the textbooks that they use when you do your pilot's license and read
Yeah.
through those, because I'm just a crazy person.
He's a nerd in that aspect.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly go through a couple more
Cool,
things.
go for it.
So VFR out the window at this point, Dustin says, but the weather though. And he's like, how far?
is
It's amazing.
wicked.
So Ilna was like, at Yaku bring totes. Don't worry, Yaku. Avnish, I'm just letting you know, Yaku's just pulling your leg. He's having a bit of fun. Because Avnish is answering Yaku's questions there. But then Dustin was like, shut it up to my 404 dudes for wishing me happy birthday. Serious question, lightning and planes. Is that a real thing? Just quick answer.
Lightning and planes are both real things, yes.
Great, good answer. And then Yaku says, all jokes aside, I'm currently saving up to do a PPL.
Awesome, you might be
Yaku, you really are a champion. Avnish said, Jacket Wins, good for you, mate. Best of luck, Avnish says. There we go. Stephanie Mole says, thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo. Oh,
my word.
Dylan's boring.
That was terrible.
Cool. Then there's Il Neves says, damn it, Steph. Yaku's like, Stephanie, honestly, that pun is just way too plain.
Okay.
What? Hang on.
Oh my
there's
word.
more.
Is it
There's
okay,
so
this
many.
is awesome.
At
Go for
Yaku
it.
Princess says, I feel like this is just Goat Simulator roleplay with extra steps. Vast Gaming Mod, this game is amazing. Yes, Vast Gaming Mod, it is amazing.
Okay, before you carry on,
Yes.
I think I'm going to, let's maybe show them Cape Town with a different plane.
Go
Let's
for it.
make
Cape
something
Town, different
interesting.
plane.
And we're going to show them loading. because
Okay,
that's
so
what we have.
Matthew Thibaudot says, where are these comments being posted? I don't see them here. Sorry, Matthew. We are streaming on
everywhere.
Facebook. We are streaming, so that's the 404 Facebook, the 404 YouTube, and the 404 Twitched. And we're also streaming...
Twitched?
Twitched. We're also streaming on the 404, the Glitched Facebook page and the Glitched YouTube page. That's why you aren't seeing them. St. Martin Landing, Trav said,
Oh yeah, St. Martin's a really cool airport on like a little island where you've seen the videos of people being blown over on the beach?
yes.
That's St. Martin.
St. Martin's. Okay, cool. So then we're going to do... So that's where the comments were, guys. Just a quick one coming in. Elon says, taking bets now for Darren's survival rate when he flies. I'm about to fly, guys, in the next 5 minutes, so stay around. More like take a shot every time Daz dies.
Oh,
Thanks,
wow.
Steph. There's no faith there. Dustin says, Yaku, I'm currently doing it as well. Unfortunately, because COVID is delayed, because of COVID it's delayed. But if it helps, you can apply for a student loan to make your PPL more financially affordable. That's awesome, Dustin.
Wicked.
Really cool. At Stephanie Mole, don't want the alcohol ban to come back. Well done, Ilna. And then Dustin says, PM me if you need more information. That's wicked, man. I'm glad that you're
Nice.
doing your PPL. That's actually really
We're
exciting.
providing a service here. People are learning how to fly for real.
For real, yeah. I'm about to learn to fly, so please stick around.
Not
if you
for
wanna,
real.
Not for
Just
real.
in the game.
In the game. But that's kind of like for real. Kind of. Okay, so Trav's St. Martin Landing. We can do one of those, maybe with me.
It's not a hard airport to
not an
land on.
airport,
It's
yeah.
made for 747s. It's huge.
Okay, so it's easy.
Yeah. Okay, I will mention there are airliners in this game. We've got a 747-8. We have an A320neo,
Yeah.
and we have the 787, I think is a -9. It might-
A320 is a Airbus, not a...
Thank you, Darren.
Yes.
And the 787, I think it's the -9, maybe the -10. I didn't actually check. The airliners at the moment are a little bit buggy. We found a couple of bugs when we were messing around with them last night, and they also are destroying the frame rate.
Yes.
So we're waiting for those to get
Better.
a little bit improved before we start messing around with those. But like I said to you when you said let's fly an airliner.
Yes.
The whole core behind the sim it doesn't tend towards airliners. It's all about the VFR stuff. That's
Yes.
what's so revolutionary. We've had airliners for ages, and you could go up to 38,000 feet and
you don't
not
see
see
anything
anything.
anyway.
It doesn't
Cape
matter.
Town!
So we're in Cape Town now.
Now, Cape Town International Airport, guys, is completely modelled from top to bottom. So you
If
actually
you buy
see
the second most expensive version.
second most expensive version. We've got the most expensive version. Which plane is this?
This is the Diamond DA40, and I forgot to turn off the co-pilot, so he's currently taking off. Let's just rein him in there.
Whoa, Callum. Okay, so then we've got Ilna saying you guys must try get in touch with the people who have the real flight sim for the new 747, I think, and vlog it. Okay.
What does that mean?
There's one in Jailbreak that they brought sim here, proper sim.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Yeah,
what you
the actual one. And then Dustin's like Cessna
Why are we
caravan.
flying? There's a caravan in here, absolutely.
There
with
is
the
all the
G1000
Cessna stuff. Yeah, lots
Not
of
all of
caravans.
them, no.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. Then Yaku says, well, Oaks, I'm going to say goodnight. Thanks for the advice. Good luck. Enjoy the sim. And remember, when you dope, to stay safe. Good night. Sweet. Lekker, Yaku. Have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dustin says, fact in the house. Yeah, Vice Game Mod says, what is the PC specs that you are playing on? We are playing on a 6-core, clocked at, it's actually at 4.5 gigahertz. Then that's a 4930K. We've got a graphics card as a 1080 Ti, overclocked probably to 2100 megahertz. And then 32 gigs of RAM, and what else? Everything's on an SSD, installed on an SSD, just to make sure. Okay. Sorry, there's so many people coming.
All the phones.
Yeah.
Comments.
Avenue says, Atlets, just want to thank you guys for a real review and answering our questions.
Love
GG.
it, love it.
It's only a pleasure. Trav says, are the 737 Maxes grounded?
In real life, yes.
Am I playing now?
Yeah, you're gonna fly. So
Okay,
you stand up
cool.
and you show your crotch to the camera, and I'll slide.
Hier
over.
kom ek! Hier kom Pilot D!
Oh,
What's up, brothers?
We didn't think about the headphone amp when
It's
we
fine.
did this because we're
Don't
crossing
worry,
cables.
it's okay.
now. And you're sitting on that cable.
Okay, you're going to do the things, my brother. You're going to do the things.
I'm gonna do
here. Yeah.
social media. I got this. I was
Okay,
born for
let's
social
flip
media.
inside to the camera.
Push the S button.
S button, brother. Sweet.
Okay, so the things
Yeah.
I've changed for you since last night
Everyone's placing
is,
bets, yes.
is this is obviously to look
Look,
around,
yes.
and this button over here,
Yeah.
you will reset you to
Fantastic.
default view.
Okay,
That's
so
all you
everything
need to
else
know.
is
Good
still
luck
the
and go.
Okay, cool. So first of all, guys,
What did you just push?
I turned off the air brake, the airport
No,
brake.
no, not the air
That
brake,
one.
the parking brake, and it was already off. So push it again. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so guys, I'm just looking around the plane. Obviously, as a good pilot would do, I'm going to talk to, this is Bud Darren doing his thing. So I was at Cape Town, coming Cape Town Tower.
Oh, wow.
Do the thing, what would the tower do?
They would have banned you at this stage, probably.
No, they wouldn't because they got to answer. What is it?
What do you want from me?
Can I get clearance to take off, please?
So yes,
tower?
what is our call sign? I don't actually know. But
Where? How do we
we
know?
would be Diamond, not that button, this button. We'll be Diamond something, probably Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
That's
So
too
we'd be-
hectic. I'm just going to call myself Diamond Bud because I shine bright like a diamond.
Okay, but they've already done it. So Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra,
I'm
you're
clear
clear
for
for
runway.
takeoff.
Thank
Runway
you very
19,
much.
straight out
Go
departure.
away, I want to see what
approved.
I'm doing. Okay,
How did you do
sweet.
that?
I just clicked.
Oh, I thought you pushed the button.
No,
was
I
like,
didn't.
you
I'm
worked
gonna
out the
just
shortcut.
I'm going full power, yeah?
That was a very quick increase of the throttle.
You know what? I don't
Okay,
really
the
care.
rudder is a bit better now that,
is a bit
they've
better.
added curves. That was
Yeah.
a thing that wasn't there right from the beginning. Can we not like look at the floor? Push the button I told you. On the joystick.
Okay. Well,
Not that one.
no,
There
that
we
one.
go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. And we're going to look for about 60 knots
60
and you
knots.
can rotate
Slowly
gently.
rotating. There we go. Diddy
Okay.
D's got it, my man.
Decrease
Up.
our climb. We can start. We just want to climb a little bit. There we go. Okay, there's your vertical speed indicator. We want to aim for 500, which is over there.
Okay.
And we want to stay straight over the runway. Not
Bottom one's the vertical.
that one, yes.
Speed in.
We don't want to go there. We want to go there. Okay.
Cool.
Bring our nose down a little bit.
I'm going to.
Okay, so you want that to be at 500, which is where it is now.
Okay.
Awesome. So that's your pitch. And with your roll, you just don't want to roll. You want to be straight right now.
I want to not roll,
'Cause
my
the
brother.
tower told us straight out departure, which means you go straight.
I must go straight.
Yeah, and we don't want to climb at 1,000 feet a minute. We want to climb at 500. Please put that
I'm
needle.
trying,
Okay,
please.
use your trim. So start trimming down now.
Okay.
Which is that. Because do you see how it feels like it wants to
Yes,
climb?
yes.
So use your trim to balance that out. So
Okay.
Darren said we need to speak about trim earlier, which we haven't done yet.
Yes,
Because
speak about trim. Now's
I
your
want to
time to
pull our
shine,
speed up so I can bring the flaps in.
Okay.
But we need to raise the speed by keeping the nose down. Perfect. Now, do you see how you're holding the stick forward
so I can
constantly?
click it again.
Use the trim until you don't have to do that.
Ah, yes, it's clever, this.
There we go. Okay.
Hang on, I'm going to trim it right down there.
Okay, how am I supposed to instruct you and do comments? It's going to be interesting. Okay, flaps are coming up. Get ready for the nose to drop.
Okay, why did we do flaps? Tell people what are we doing.
Right, so if we look at our airspeed indicator, which is this one here, that white arc is the flap speed arc.
That's
so as we
racist.
start
Sorry,
getting
carry
to the top range of that, we can pull the flaps in.
Yes.
Um,
Okay, where are we flying to? We're in Cape Town.
we're in Cape Town. Go to your right. You can start rolling over nice and gently. And we are going to not pitch up that high. We're doing 2,000 feet a minute climb. That's a bit rough, and we're going to bleed airspeed, and we're rolling a little bit too much. Okay, so there, our controller just told it that we're leaving their airspace, and we are approved to change our frequency to the next airspace that we want to go to.
There's the Table Mountain, backside of Table Mountain. From us,
Yes,
so we're gonna
and
fly out that
there's
way.
you climbing again at 2,000 feet per minute.
Go away.
Please relax. Okay, let me try and look at some comments.
Okay.
Dylan is going to land on Table Mountain.
No, it's not.
We could get a bush plane and try that. It'll be interesting, but it's not. It's not impossible. I won't lie. Everyone fasten your seatbelts. That's Kelly, and that's definitely because you flying, Darren.
Thanks so much.
Time to call 911.
Wow, everyone's no faith.
Dill low-key worried. Yeah, you're on the.
He has
not
all
gonna
the
lie.
comments. Oh, geez, where are you now that you're getting those? Geez, they're all coming in there.
Okay. We answered that. Caravan, make space on the couch. Oh yeah, I love the caravan. The workhorse. Right, what controller are you guys playing with? I've got a really cheap Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick. That's it. It's nothing fancy. They're like $400 on Takealot. If you do want to get a joystick, highly recommend it versus a controller. Much easier to control. If you do get a joystick, get one with a twisty grip to control your rudder, so you have control of the rudder. So there's 3 axes we need when flying an aircraft. Why are you trimming up? Bad.
But it's,
Okay.
how
It
much
is.
can I trim?
You have to trim a lot. It's very small adjustments. Okay, trim a bit more down. Nice. See, it's adjusting. I can see it happening. Right. So there's 3 axes you need when you're flying an aircraft. You have your pitch up and down. You have your roll side to side. Your roll side to side like that, and you have your yaw, which is your side to side like that, which is controlled by the rudder. So your pitch controlled by.
The pitch, brothers.
No. On the plane, what's the control surface called?
The handles.
Oh God, Lord, no.
The control column.
The elevator.
Elevators.
So the elevators are
But
on the
they're
tail.
not the things you ride there up in Santon, but
wow.
to get to the 3rd level to go buy your stuff there by Levi's.
The elevators are on the tail,
Exactly.
and they control your pitch.
But
and
I'm on
your,
the tail of the next Betty. I'm looking for
Can you
there.
shut up?
Sorry, carry on.
And your roll is controlled by. We are going very high.
Okay, we're going down.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're gonna overspeed
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna
don't
die.
pull the
Yeah,
throttle
sorry,
down.
sorry.
Instructor jumping in here and stopping us from dying.
Yeah, that's actually true. You can die when you do that. Don't just do that in the simulator.
Okay, roll is controlled by your.
Flight column.
No,
Your column.
I'm talking on the plane, on the outside, on the wing. What are they called?
Roll will be your flaps.
No.
Your ailerons.
Yes, ailerons.
Ailerons.
So they control your roll. When you move your stick or your control column to the right, they flip up and down to make your plane roll.
You want to
the
show
right.
the people on the
Yeah,
outside?
let's do it. Okay, so
I can't fly like this, but that's fine.
you'll be fine, I believe in you. Okay, so if you go ahead and push the nose down a little bit, I want you guys to have a look here on the tail. You're going to have to do it quite violently to get this to show easily. So if you see these little surfaces on the back here, it's not very, we should have done this on the ground. It's a lot easier to notice.
Yeah.
But they're moving up and down to control where the nose of the plane is pointing in terms of pitch. If you now roll quite significantly to the left, you will see that these ailerons are actually moving. It's actually not that easy to see in the air without dying. So maybe we'll show them on the ground a little bit later.
Cool. Go back inside.
And the last one is your rudder, which is on the tail here, which controls your yaw. So
Which will
if
be
you,
this guy over here, and you'll see it a lot
there
easier.
we go.
than you'll
That's we've got a nice big rudder on this aircraft. It's easy to see.
see it. Yeah, see it moving around.
There we go. So let's put you back inside so you can see what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
This is live weather in Cape Town. So
Guys,
it's a little bit cloudy.
there's Lion's Head, as we can see all the way to our left there. It's very exciting. Keeping it in the, the pocket, in the goal, on the footy.
Okay, so I think this is the 404 YouTube.
Yes.
Matt says, are all the buttons functional, or is it like FSX where some are not operational? Good question. Not every single button is modeled.
Okay.
Let's talk about the general aviation aircraft, so the smaller aircraft first. They are very close to being all modeled. Everything that you need for a kind of normal flight. So they don't model all the hectic emergency procedures and stuff that you use very rarely. All of the stuff that's everyday flying is modeled correctly. So we can actually go and screw Darren over quite hard here and take a look at some things on the dashboard.
Oh, that's fine.
And you can see we can mouse over things and get tooltips, but all of these buttons for the lights and all of that, we can go, you're not falling out the sky. There's your vertical speed, you're doing fine. Okay, I'm a great instructor.
Guys, this is Cape Town. We can fly to, this is so cool. It's Cape Town below us. Look, there's guys, what? If we look down, he has a University of Cape Town. We're kind of flying.
Yes, that's the University of Cape Town. Okay, so in the general aviation aircraft, most of the buttons are modeled. Not everything, but everything that you need to do normal flying is modeled. In the airliners, there's a lot missing. They've given you the basic core in order to be able to do normal flights, but there is quite a lot of features missing. So some of the advanced computer features for calculating climbs and descents and doing hold patterns and all the fancy stuff like that isn't modeled. But that's always been that way in flight sims. The default aircraft, the aircraft that ship with the game, are usually like that. If you want to go hardcore into stuff like that, you're going to have to fork out some cash and buy some high quality add-ons. Darren, can we just slow down a little bit? We're in the yellow arc there and we're going to die. So yes, in the GA stuff, very well done. Almost all the stuff's modeled. In the airliners, not so much. But there is enough modeled in the airliners for you to be able to do some normal flying.
I'm trying to find where's Green Point, Sea Point Stadium here.
Oh my word, there's a lot of comments.
Yes,
I see why this job is tough.
That's tough.
Okay. Darren, did you do your K53 checks?
Bugger off.
Yeah, we definitely did the pre-flight checks and we looked at everything outside and it was all fine. Trust me, I'm the instructor, I got this. Darren, aka Bravo, Oscar, Echo, Tango.
What is that? Bravo, Oscar,
Echo, Tango.
Boots! Boots! Oh yes, the stadium. Wild. It's not modelled though, it's flat. Damn
Hectic.
It. It's not modelled.
I want a parachute when I book my ticket. That's incredible. Dylan as a teacher. F-, see me after class. 100%. There was a lot of shouting last night when I got, because Darren doesn't listen.
I don't listen.
Okay, carrying on. Oh my word, the comments are rolling in. This is crazy. Okay, added some insurance, life insurance for sure. Oh yeah. No, Dill as a teacher, great job, you died. You rewrite tomorrow at 10. Luckily, it's not real. Does this support VATSIM or IVAO? Yes, it does. So it supports VATSIM out of the box. You just have to download an updated version of the vPilot client, and it works out of the box. I am 100% sure that IVAO will follow very close behind. VATSIM partnered with FlightSim, so that's why they got that exclusive launch compatibility, but IVAO won't be far behind. So they will come out with a new client that will interface with this. It's not going to be long. So absolutely.
I'm going to do a roll quick, okay?
That's not a good idea, but go for it. Why
okay.
not? In real life, we would die, but in
Dirty D, here we go. Yeah, boys! I'm going to die, but I'm not going to recover from this.
Okay, throttle back and recover.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sick. DDG, stunt flying.
The company you rented the aircraft from is going to have a few questions. Okay, heading towards Lion Head, I'm going to 10 out of 10 not recommend hiking in slops. That's Dustin.
Let's go over Lion's Head quick. Yeah.
I don't understand how you only have 10 viewers. You deserve way more. Thank you very much. That is Vice Gaming Mod.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Vice
those are the
Gaming Mod.
comments that we
So then
enjoy.
go like and subscribe. Tell your mates. You know, this is what we do every Thursday, 8 p.m. CET on the couch. It's the 404.
Bam, promote it.
Yeah.
Darren, do a loop, says Ilna. We did a roll.
We did a roll, but I can't do a
a
loop
loop's
in
not
this.
going to go well.
It's not going to go well in this. You'll
If
die.
you want to do a loop, let's
we try?
get some
Let's go
altitude.
higher,
Get
yeah.
some altitude, and then we can try. And yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
He is the type of pilot to make help can't land with his smoke trail. He painted in the sky, help can't land.
Who's this? Who said that?
That was Mild Skywalk.
Oh, mild. You dog, you.
Okay, I feel like
How fast am I climbing?
missing some comments.
Where am I at on my climb speed? 2,000. Bill?
Hey?
How fast am I climbing?
You are climbing at 500 feet per minute, but you are quite slow, so don't do any more than that. Now you're doing 1,000.
Okay.
So you did the opposite of what I said.
Okay. Quite slow, meaning I need to be more on the green, eh?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
green is good.
Green is good.
Green, yes.
Yellow?
Yellow, too
Oh,
fast.
Column. Yeah.
White, too slow.
Too slow, okay.
Or slow enough to have flaps, but we don't have the flaps, so then too slow for normal flying.
Okay.
Right.
Well, so time-wise, we got to build in these landing things for the people to see me land.
I'm terrified of landing because last night I
Okay, should I
failed at
pull
one
and
and I don't
try?
want anyone
Should
to
I
see
pull up and hoy?
that. Okay, no. You're going
Should
to
I
have
go
to
down?
dive
Okay.
and build up your speed about to there
Okay.
and then pull back gently.
Really?
Yes, don't just pull it because you'll pull the wings off.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, am I high enough?
Probably not, but yeah, go for it.
Here we go!
Gently.
Boys!
Gently. Okay, keep it like that. That's fine. Keep your throttle all the way forward.
Okay.
And now pull gently back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving back.
Bit
There
more.
we go.
Okay, gently. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
And start throttling back now. And level out. And throttle forward.
What? This is
Not
so
all the way.
awesome.
Throttle back 80%. And there you go.
Yay, my boy!
Throttle back, you're gonna die.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna break the engine. Okay, see we're in the yellow and we're coming back to the green now.
Yes.
There we go. We survived the loop. That was for you, Ilna. I hope you enjoyed that. It was very illegal.
It was very illegal. I wanna flip to the side. I'm gonna use this guy. Just look out at the plane's wing.
Oh my word, I can't keep up with this. Okay,
Could this plane in real life actually do a loop?
I mean, I don't think you would break it, but it's not recommended, let's put it that way. And also, I'm pretty sure this doesn't have harnesses, so if you didn't do the loop perfectly coordinated, which we wouldn't because we're not aerobatic pilots, you would have fallen on your head.
And hurt yourself.
Yeah,
Very.
fallen out of your seat. And it would be very awkward when you're trying to fly in the back.
Very true.
Okay, is Cape Town your home airport? No. Grand Central would be my home airport. It's the closest to where I stay. Darren, what would you pick as your home airport?
Me, I'd say Lanseria would be.
Cool.
closest for me.
So, no, Cape Town
Rand.
just looks nice.
Wouldn't actually Rand be closer to me?
You can just choose. Home
Yeah.
airport's not a defined thing. You just choose where
No,
you fly.
no. I know that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying actually for me, my closest airport, I would love to always be flying, if I'm flying here, out of Lanseria.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So Darren's chosen Lanseria.
Yeah.
He is incorrect. I've chosen Grand Central. Okay, green good, yellow not good, and fire even worse. Correct.
That's it. I'm going to slowly pull down. Pull down.
Illness says, I thought it said idiot, but it actually says do it. That was when we were looking at doing a loop, and everyone's agreeing, and they're going, wee. Okay, do a stall.
Okay, cool.
Sick. This is a stall-rated aircraft. Obviously, all aircraft have to be able to recover from stalls. So if you screw up real bad, you don't kill yourself. And you have to know how to recover from a stall. It is part of doing your private pilot license. So Darren's going to demonstrate a perfectly done stall, and he's going to talk you through it.
Okay, never done this in my life, boys.
We did one last night.
Okay, must have got up and then, but you got to teach me about throttle. We didn't do one last night.
Okay, would
did
you
one, I
would you
didn't.
like to do a throttle
Yes,
on
please.
stall or a throttle off stall?
Throttle on stall.
That takes a lot longer.
Okay, throttle off.
Okay, so
stall.
let's point the nose up
Cool.
and keep the wings level.
Okay.
Keep the wings level.
They are level.
They're not. We're going to the left, to the
I'll
right.
go off.
There we go. That's better. Right. So now you can pull back the throttle all the way, and you are going to keep. No. The throttle, not the stick.
Cool.
And now you're going to keep. Don't
stall?
let the nose drop until you can't hold it anymore. There we go.
Okay.
And we stall. And now
So full
level
throttle.
out,
Yeah.
throttle up, and
Yay.
recover.
Boys!
Okay, so
born, my man, born to fly.
there we go.
Trav, my man, in the plane with me tomorrow, eh? Gonna have a bit of a fly there, go out Midrand side, have a jaw, come back, my man.
Is the flight management system functional in the airliners? To a basic extent, yes. You can program your flight, your waypoints. You can add your runways. You can do V-speeds. You can do SIDS and stars. You can do VNAV isn't implemented yet. So it's very basic at this point. It doesn't have any of the weight and balance calculations. So it's basically just a glorified GPS, but it looks very cool and the interface is correct. So yes, it is implemented, but not 100%. It's a very basic implementation of the FMC, but enough to do your route and program all of your departures and arrivals.
Let's do some landing, brother. Let's get out here.
Okay, please do some landing. Where do you want to land?
Let's go land, or let's get, I don't know, there's no airports in Cape Town.
Yes, there are many airports in Cape Town. Ace Applaud Air Force Base is just down here.
Cool.
So go along the coast.
Okay.
Follow this way.
I'm pushing my engine, eh? Sweet.
Yeah, but why are we so slow? What have you done?
I was going up.
Okay, so, oh wow, what did you do?
Nothing.
Oh, we're over the mountains,
Turbulence.
so we're hitting some turbulence.
Turbulence, my brother.
Cool.
There's
It's a pleasure, Matt.
Turbulence.
Hit me up with any more questions, Matt. I will answer
Are you
them to the best
not
of my
looking
ability.
here, eh?
I'm trying, Darren. There's too many things.
Yeah.
'Cause you letting go and we're flying all
So
over the
many
place.
things coming in.
And I'm trying to coach you and answer everyone's questions. I'm loving all the questions, though. This is fantastic. I've never gotten to talk so much about flight sim ever.
I know, this is the last time to
No! In case you guys didn't know, we will be playing this every week from now on the 404. Okay, flat spin, yeah. Darren is legit the kid in a candy store right now.
Oh, 100%.
You think Darren's happy? I'm loving this.
My brother. Oh,
Is it just private and commercial aircraft in the game, or can you do helicopters and military? Fantastic question. Helicopters are not introduced yet, but Microsoft says they are coming in a future update. So they are working on helicopters. They have already recently added the heli pads to the game, so you can spawn a heli. Well, you can't actually spawn at them yet because they're on helicopters, but helicopters are definitely coming soon. What have you done to
Trying to trim down.
Right, military. Not
Okay, where's the Air Force Base?
to the left, but
Okay.
you're actually heading towards Cape Town International. There it is there, so just do that because you
Okay,
can
cool.
see it.
Cool.
Okay, then I can concentrate on the comments. Military aircraft, not out of the box, but there will be third-party developers that will bring military aircraft. Someone a while ago announced the F-16, if I remember correctly. But my question to you is, why would you want military aircraft in the sim? I have never understood people who buy military aircraft in a sim like this, because none of the weapon systems are modeled, none of the radar and crazy stuff like that actually works the way it should, because this is not, there's no combat functions design. If you go into something like DCS, all of that is modeled to a ridiculously detailed extent, and you have to study the manuals and have no life like me.
Yay, Dill! I have a life. And
Does
I
the
can fly as
EFB
well.
function in the 787? Not yet. My understanding is they are going to add some of the EFB functions, but at the moment it doesn't do very much, if at all. I didn't actually test it out, but I remember
Comments on this side.
the EFB has a display, but I don't think you can actually change anything in it yet. In the the 787 is an interesting one. I don't know the 787
Where's the
very
airport?
well.
Can't see it.
There.
Where?
There. That
How
big,
do you know that?
That huge
How do you know that?
gap in the land where the runway is.
I hate you.
Okay, stay out of the clouds, illegal. License taken away, which you didn't get in the first place anyway. So the EFB, if it is modeled at all, it'll be very basic at this point. EFB, for everyone who doesn't know, is electronic flight bag, which, as the name kind of suggests, is built to replace your flight bag with all your charts and performance figures and all of that stuff in. So now you have basically like an iPad on the side that allows you to do all of those calculations. And at the moment, the 787 EFB not 100%, if at all. I didn't actually test it, if I'm 100% honest. Okay. Ooh, shiny. That's you, Darren.
Yes! I'm so shiny. What?
Okay.
Why am I shiny?
I don't
Shiny
know.
bright like a diamond.
I'm lagging a little bit with the
Okay.
comments, so obviously we did something and you were happy about
Okay,
it.
where's the runway?
There.
So.
Can you not see?
No, okay, should I approach from the side or that side?
Yes, we cannot land sideways.
I know, but which side should I approach?
So we took
Should I-
off that way, so the wind is coming from that side, so you're going the wrong way now.
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
There you go.
we want to land. Oh wow, we want to land that way, and you're also very high.
Okay.
So we are currently at 3,000
So
feet.
high above me.
She's so lovely.
Ah, Vfr, you there?
Okay, please go down.
I'm going down.
And pull the throttle back because we shouldn't be just pushing it all the way forward all the time. That's how we make engines go bang.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
boys
check the
and their
airport now.
toys, says Stephanie.
Where's the airport?
In front of you, please
Where?
open your eyes. There's the runway right there.
I can't see it.
Can you not see the huge gap in the earth?
Can I go out this way then?
Yeah, you're going to need to go quite far that way, and please go down.
I'm going down!
Very
Leave me alone!
There, 1,000 feet per minute descent, perfect. Keep it like that. Throttle all the way back. We don't need. You all the way forward. Why? Put it back. Okay. What if a bird flies on the windshield and goes splat?
Who said that?
That was Mild Skywalker. Currently, I don't think bird strikes are modeled. You can actually see animals in this game in certain places.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
So
you
there's
can do
like
safari tours.
flamingos and
Elephants, giraffes. I went through all of them. Wildebeest. They do
wildebeest.
Yes.
Moment.
Yes.
That
100%.
must be new then.
Yeah, they've added all of them. I went through all of them.
Okay, that must be brand new because that wasn't there. Oh, by the way, I was part of the alpha and the beta tests for this game. So that when I say that was new, it's because we didn't have wildebeest in the alpha or the beta. We had giraffe, elephants, black bears, grizzly bears, flamingos, and something else.
Pretty cool. And they're
Okay, so
trying to
they-
keep adding.
they're just
They're
gonna
going to
keep
do
adding.
animal
Yeah,
packs.
100%.
Okay,
So-
can I turn around? Yes.
So we can't. This hill is kind of parallel to the runway. So if we go that way a little bit and then turn so that we're flying along this hill, you're kind of close to where the airport, to lining up with the airport.
Okay,
So
cool.
I just want to give you lots of space to line up with the runway because you're bad.
Hate you. Hate you so much.
So at the moment, Mild Skywalker, we cannot splat any birds. That's not
A thing.
modeled.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
really low now.
If COVID doesn't get Dylan, Darren's flying well. True. There was lots of shouting last night. Is there any updates on livery and other aircrafts like the 737 or A330? No extra liveries yet. That's the paint for the aircraft.
Yes.
For those of you
for
that
those
don't know.
people. Look at your phone.
I look at
Ah!
it know me.
There we go.
Okay.
This is your check.
So
No problem.
no extra liveries yet for the aircraft. I'm 100% sure that will come
Okay,
fairly
turning
soon.
around.
And other aircrafts like the 737 and A330, not from Microsoft and Asobo themselves. I haven't heard anything about them saying they will be adding extra aircraft, but obviously third-party developers are coming out with stuff, and we saw one already in the marketplace last night. So
Yes.
Caronado have
Yeah.
added their Cessna 182 with the G1000 cockpit. That is already up for purchase. I think it's $520 that you can buy from the marketplace. So third-party developers, 100%. PMDG have said that they are moving their stuff. Oh, Darren, we need to go
I know,
down now,
I know.
and we need to throttle back, please.
Don't stress.
Okay, please.
Don't stress, man.
I'm stressing.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
Like this.
Do you know how to do the flaps?
Yes. No. Yes, because we're gonna go to F6 and then 7.
No. 6. We don't need 6. That's putting it up.
Okay,
We need
we're gonna
7.
thread to 7.
Not now. Oh my God, no! Please go down and pull this back. Okay. Good Lord.
Joe gets very stressed. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because we almost broke it and died. Okay, we are too high, and at this point, I would say we do a go around. But you're not going to listen to that, so I'll let you do your thing.
Okay.
Okay, so PMDG is bringing their stuff across, which includes their incredible 737 range. So that will come. It looks like it's only going to happen next year, because if you guys know PMDG,
Can you pop our flaps on?
No, because you're too fast. We are like overspeeding. We're too high. Go around.
No, don't.
Okay.
Don't have time.
So the flaps you can only put down when you're in this white section, and we're not. We're in the yellow section.
Okay, but we're coming up to the runway.
Good luck. So A330, at the moment, will probably be Aerosoft. I haven't seen them say anything about bringing their A330 into the sim, but I'm pretty sure they will. They are going to. It's
Can you
just
pop your flaps,
we
please? Just pop
can't
the
put them
flaps.
on.
Put
They're
them on
just
now.
going to break if we do
Put
it.
them
They
on.
won't go down.
Put them on.
Okay, there we go. Good luck. So, not at the moment, but there definitely will be extra airliners coming to the sim. Very high quality stuff from the third-party developers. Darren, we need to be on the lines in the middle, eh?
Go away. I'm
Okay,
trying to land.
don't text and fly.
Oh,
That's not how we do it on the 404, unfortunately. Grab it.
Oh, yeah! Hit the ground, brothers! Oh, bounced hard. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Can you maybe do a bit of braking?
I will do.
The W.
The W.
Okay, we didn't die. That was terrifying. I would give you a solid 2 out of 10. Okay, Darren,
Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Here's an instruction for you. Grab a flamingo,
Yes.
fly up 1,000,000 kilometers, and drop it, and
Born.
it will learn to fly. And
Dab.
after a few generations, all flamingos can fly.
What?
Evolution.
Okay.
However, Mr. Mild Skywalker, Mrs. Mild Skywalker, Miss, I don't actually know.
Okay. There's a guy
Mild Skywalker.
asking all the big questions
Okay,
there
cool.
as well.
Flamingos can fly.
Wait, what are we doing now? Can I do some landing?
Go do a landing challenge.
Okay,
This
where's
will be
that?
amazing.
Main
Go
menu.
back to the main menu, and
Cool.
we're going to go through loading simulator.
Okay, loading simulator.
Okay, Vice Gaming. Imagine racing in this game. I feel like there's better games for racing, if I'm honest. This is more for flying.
True. Yeah.
Speed kills. Thank you, Stephanie. Darren.
I tried, guys. I think
Red
I
Bull
did
Air
pretty
Racing was incorporated in FSX.
We're doing the code chip one.
That's the only one there, I think, at the moment. Are there more?
well. No, there is more. Yeah.
We'll do that one then.
Okay. This one's tough.
Oh, this is
Okay.
hard.
With that plane, we had
We
the
don't
same-
have a choice.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Yes, Red Bull Air Racing was incorporated into FSX. Very true. It's not incorporated in this.
But it could.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. There is
Anyway.
an extra 330. There's an extra. Those are the stunt planes, and the extras are very common in the Red Bull Air Racing stuff. There is an extra in here that you can fly. There's just no racing. Mr. Mild Skywalker. There we go. Got it. Okay. Illness disappointed. 1 out of 10. No explosion. Okay. Let's go on to.
I mean, come on, guys. You can't expect anything less from Deddy D. I'm gonna nail it. You know, I'm a professional pilot.
Okay, Matt. What about audio? Are passenger sounds included? Co-pilot and flight crew, gate and ground crew, etc. And can you communicate via radio with IRL with real world people on the same frequency?
Ooh.
Okay, let's answer. This is going to be interesting.
Flaps.
Good luck.
Flaps.
Do your thing.
No, come help.
I'm trying to do the social media.
Which flap is on now?
No,
F5.
no, that's fine. Yeah. So we have no flaps.
No.
The runway is over there. Whoa, relax.
Okay,
Relax.
where's
Go
it?
this way.
Where's
It's
it?
there. It's
Okay,
there.
yes.
But we need to go this way and come from this side. Please push the view button.
Okay.
Push it. Oh, we didn't set it up in this plane.
Great.
Bad. Okay, good luck. You got this. Right. So
I'm gonna die, guys. This is the most hectic airport in the history of ever.
it's not.
the ramp.
It's not the most hectic, but it is bad. Darren, we are very fast. Please, can you throttle down?
I'm right down.
Yeah, but you didn't touch it, so it hasn't taken control. There we go. Okay, so no passenger sounds yet. Co-pilots can do the radios for you, so you will hear the co-pilot speak if they do the radio, and no gate and ground crew themselves, but they kind of come through the
Turning
ATC.
right now, huh?
So yeah. So the ATC will say, they'll tell you what the ground crew is doing. So you do have pushback. You can request fuel trucks and catering and stuff like that. It's just visual stuff at the moment. It kind of comes through the ATC text. Can you communicate with real world people? Not out of the box. You have to use VATSIM or one of the others when they come through. At the moment, it's just VATSIM, but that's all super realistic real world procedures. There's no, chatting, talking rubbish. If you want to fly with you're going to have to be friends with the person and jump on Discord or something. So at the moment, there's no way to actually contact other players in the game, which I found interesting. I thought there might be some sort of...
Flaps. Gooi the flaps, my brother.
Okay.
Gooi the flaps. Gooi.
Oh, I've done it, right.
I need a flaps, my
Okay, you're
brother.
supposed to land in the blue box.
I know. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Oh, no.
Yeah. We're stalling. Death and despair, wait. That was a very hard landing. We have bounced. Good. We got an achievement.
Yes!
Short stuff.
Short
That's you.
stuff, my bro. It's me. I'm going to go up the hill here. I'm just putting full power, brother. I'm going to pop those flaps up.
Okay. Full Airbus range available? No, not at the moment. It's just the A320neo in the... We got 2,600...
Challenge complete.
Oh, 264,607 points, apparently. I don't think that's good.
Okay.
No, the full Airbus range is not in yet. We just have the A320neo. We will have to wait for...
Ah! Born!
Okay, we came 68,388th.
Born to fly,
Okay.
brother.
So we will have to wait for developers to add in the extra Airbus aircraft. I would love to see an A340. We don't have a good A340 in any of the simulators
Next
at
flight.
the moment. I'd love to see an A350. We have an A350.
I
That's,
also want an A350.
shut up, Darren.
No,
We have a kind of okay A350 in X-Plane, and no one's made an A380 yet. There is a company working on one. I can't remember the name right now.
Okay.
Was started working on an A380 for prepared a couple of years ago. They are progressing, and I would be very surprised if they didn't incorporate that into this. So it's still going to be a while. They're doing very high detailed stuff, so I think we're going to wait a while for an A380.
I want to show people London after this.
Go for it.
Cool.
Let's just hope we get an A340. I would really, really love that. We haven't had a decent A340. Okay.
Okay, this is a new plane, guys. This is a new plane, right? This is the same plane, isn't it?
Seeing.
This is the same plane. Different plane.
This is the same plane. Are you doing the line change again?
No, I just said next challenge.
You're doing it again. Great job, eh?
Crisis.
Okay, let's go back. Pleb question. What is a knot and why is it not kilometers? Knots are what we measure airspeed in. I don't know why. Cool, that answered that question. No, so there are aircraft that work in kilometers per hour, especially Russian aircraft for some reason. But unfortunately, I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know why they use knots, but in aviation, we use knots for airspeed. We use, we use feet for altitude, unless you're Russian. And
Where's
we
the airport?
use, it's on your right, you can start turning. And we use, what was I talking about? We use nautical miles for distance. Cool, that's just a standard in aviation. If passengers could be heard, they would be screaming while Darren flies.
Thank you so much. Who was that?
That was Steph.
That's horrible, Steph.
That was
you know
not
what?
incorrect though. Transponder 7500 or 7700 for Bravo Oscar Echo Tango 69. That's you, Darren. And 7500 is for being hijacked, and 7700 means we have a dire emergency.
Who's that?
That's who said that. Oh, it's scrolling. So Dustin.
Dustin knows his call signs, brother.
Okay, Bravo Oscar Echo Tango 69. Speed is key, but slow TF down.
Who's this?
That's Ilna. Because you are very... No, we're doing fine.
Yeah.
Aim for the blue, Darren.
I'm trying.
And touch down gently.
I'm trying.
Aim for the blue.
I'm trying.
We're landing before the blue. We're going to hit before the blue. We're miles before the blue. Okay, then we bounce. Good. I think that was worse than the last one.
Go away.
Okay,
I'm trying!
I'm coaching you. I'm teaching you.
Lies. You're laughing at me.
X-Plane 11 is great, but honestly, Microsoft Flight Simulator is in a league of its own. 100%. It blows the other ones out of the water. I mean, just look at the scenery. It's like half what you got last time.
Half what I got last time. Yeah.
So absolutely, I love X-Plane, and so in case you're wondering, I have 3 different flight simulators. I've got old school Flight Sim 10 from 2006. I've got X-Plane.
Okay.
I've now got this,
somewhere else
and I also have DCS for the combat stuff. I will not be getting rid of the other 2 simulators yet, because
You've invested so much
I
money.
invested a lot of money in add-ons for FSX, but that's all airliners. So I don't really care too much about the scenery being bad, because you're up at 38,000 feet and you're not too worried about that. It's all about the procedures.
Okay.
X-Plane looks great. There's a couple of aircraft in there. So I'm not going to be getting rid of the other ones just yet. But
Heathrow, London?
what is really cool about this, we're going to take off from Heathrow. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine, because remember, we're on the main runway now, so that's
Awesome. Go for it. And there's going to be lots of other
What
people.
plane must we choose?
Maybe we should turn off other people so we don't
Okay.
annoy everyone with our antics.
They don't
Choose anything that you like. This is for you to experience flight, Darren.
We were in the Diamond, eh?
Yeah, that's what we were flying around in Cape Town.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that, man. It was very nice. I'm going to stick with the Diamond, guys.
Go for it.
Flight conditions?
So
This is real world.
just turn off those people. So yeah, there we go. Cool.
Live weather, clear skies. Let's do a bit of,
Okay, what was I talking about?
I don't know, fly.
Oh, the good thing about this with the other sims is this is going to push sims like X-Plane to, they're going to have to improve, or
Yes.
people are going to stop using it.
Yeah.
So once again, competition is always good. P3D, I don't have P3D. It was too expensive.
Neither
and
do I.
they
It sounds like a STD.
Prepared?
Sorry, what? Oh, prepared.
Prepared was.
Sorry.
It's a long story. It doesn't actually matter. But I never bought Prepared because it was very, very expensive, and it still ran on the old Flight Sim engine, and it never appealed to me. So it's going to push Prepared and X-Plane to improve. They're going to have to compete. Or what are you doing?
None of this appealed to me until Flight Sim 2020.
Okay, well there's your answer. If you've never been into flight sims, this is the one for you, according to Darren.
Because
Darren
I
has
approve.
spoken.
I approve. This is Darren, and I approve about Flight Sim 2020. What do people say?
Everyone's wanting this. Land at Area 51.
But Trav said we're still going to land at Stowe. Have you been flipping through to the Facebook?
I'm trying. A lot is happening.
Trav is like full Airbus range available. Oh, okay.
I'll answer that one.
Answer that one. Knots, nautical mile lengths are closely related to lat, longitude coordinate systems.
Wow, there we go.
And can you communicate via radio with
I'll answer
RL?
those.
You did, okay.
Cool. Everyone is saying Area 51, so that's.
Where is Area 51?
I don't know.
In Nevada desert, I think. No, Nevada desert. People know the area that it's in. They just don't know.
It's Area 51.
Who knew?
Funny.
That's exciting.
So we'll have to look up Area 51, and you can make us fly there. Darren. Good luck.
I want to fly there. That's what I want to do. I want to check you there on the
see
things,
the
my man.
aliens.
I want to expose the CIA. Expose.
Okay. The prototype next-gen aircraft is out there. Gate start. Ooh.
What?
So Dustin says we should do a gate start. So take us, and we start off with the plane not on, and you need to get it to work.
Oh no, that's not good.
Just Google Area 51. No, I know that. We have to convert those coordinates into the coordinates that the game takes, and that's what I ballsed up why we didn't fly. Well, why we didn't find Kyalami.
Yeah.
Because I realized that the conversion in the game didn't work perfectly. Everyone says Area 51.
Listen up, bruh. Keep quiet, my man. You're causing a lot of noise here in my headphones. Okay, don't talk to me. I'll talk to you. Okay, you obviously didn't come in South Africa 2 4 ways. You don't know how it works, brother. Okay, there's a thing beeping here. Stop your cuck.
It's the pizza heat.
Stop being pizza. Stop touching things.
Let's put the pizza heat on, and
Pizza
please
heat
push the
off.
view button.
View button.
Thank you very much.
And then pop the
Proceed.
the light. And then ahoy, brother.
Wow! No! Oh my word, broken.
Cool. It's called a launch.
Jeez. Carrier takeoff.
Carrier
burner.
This is how I do it. Okay, what's my speed rating that I should hit before I pull off?
About 10 past.
10 past, okay.
Actually, we only got half fuel, so about there.
Okay,
And
putting
rotate.
up now.
And flaps up.
Flaps up, obvious.
Please don't climb too steeply. That's perfect. Keep
I'm
it
not
there.
climbing too steeply,
That's
brother.
perfect there.
Yeah, I know.
Nice. Use your trim.
I'm gonna trim up.
You are doing very well. Proud of you, my boy.
I'm not your son. This is heavily awkward.
Should I switch to this from X-Plane? I was speaking about that. I mean, will it work fine FPS-wise, maybe with 720p quality? Because I only have an i5 with 16 gigs RAM and 2 gigabytes of VRAM. So
Who's this?
This is the guy whose name you couldn't pronounce. Avnish?
Avnish.
I think that's how you
That's
say it.
exactly how you say it.
That was the one, right? Yeah. Okay, so i5 with 16 gigs of RAM and 2 gigabytes of VRAM. What graphics?
the wrong way,
What
yeah.
graphics
No,
card
no.
is that? You're trimming nose down.
Yes, that's right.
That's a lot of nose down.
No, but now it's suddenly doing
Yeah,
its
because
own
you
thing.
trimmed a lot of nose down. So the specs that they mentioned was 970.
Yeah. I want to go
With-
towards, where is,
I don't know where
where's
we
London?
are. Don't know. I don't live there.
No.
So let us know what graphics card you've got. But I think, so basically how the sim works is the less capable your PC, the more eye candy it takes away. So it kind of can, if you've got any decent setup and you've got 2 gigabytes of VRAM, that's not bad. So it's going to run. I don't think you'll run it at full quality, you know, kind of like what we're doing. But yeah, let us know what graphics card you got, and then
I'm
we'll.
flying circuits, brother.
see.
Okay, I can't see
Let's
anything
start
that
the
side.
circuit. Hey,
Where's London?
I don't know.
Heathrow's in London, or just outside London? Oh, there. LON.
Oh man, that's the London VOR. That's not what we're looking for. So that's where we are. Find London.
I don't know that it is. Tell me. Oh, there it is. I see it there. That's London.
Cool. Area 51. Area 51.
It's everyone just saying area 51.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Answered all those questions. To the right, illness says, but I don't know when that message came through, so it's probably
Where's
because you're
London?
flying around randomly.
Where's
London is it's there somewhere.
Is it in the blue?
I don't know, Darren. I don't know. I don't live in London. I've never been to London. So
Why haven't you been to London? You
because
should be better.
because you don't pay me enough for the stuff.
Can you remove the map? It is obstructing my view of London.
Oh wow, Darren, please calm down.
I'm trying to calm down, but I can't find London. I get very
Travis.
erratic as a pilot
Shut up.
when I cannot see London, so then I start getting a bit...
Good. Traffic says New York City, which we can do.
Trav, yeah, let's do that. Should we quickly do New York City?
I actually have an NVIDIA. I have an NVIDIA MX150 with 4 gigs of VRAM.
This is not London. I'm going to roll.
Darren, we're having computer questions here.
What? Yeah?
So, i5, 16 gigs of RAM, and an NVIDIA MX150 with 4 gigs of RAM. How well will it do for this game?
Okay, say it again. R5?
i5,
Yeah.
16 gigs of RAM,
Yes.
and the graphics card is an NVIDIA MX150 with 4 gigabytes of VRAM.
Okay, so the NVIDIA MX150 is going to be your stumbling block there.
Okay.
So you would definitely want to upgrade that. You could probably run everything on low and get between 10 to 20 frames per second with that current setup.
There we go.
Okay, let's go. Let's move out of here. I don't know what I'm
Dustin
doing.
says Area 51 is Groom Lake. So we can look for that. If we don't find that, then we can take
Okay,
off
we're
from...
going to do Area 51 first? Let's
Yeah,
do Area-
everyone is saying that, so
Okay.
let's please the people.
Pleasing the people. That's what we do on the 4-4. Every day, all day.
Just follow any Janet aircraft. I like that. If you know, you know. With a winky face.
Winky.
Winky. I know what you're talking about, Dustin.
So
I
do
got
I.
you. No, Darren does not.
I don't, no.
Okay, so let's look for Groom Lake.
I'm looking for Groom Lake. You know what I'm saying? I do a bit of grooming. Manscaping, as I call it. Is Groom Lake one of those?
Avnish says, thanks for the answer, and
It's
you
a
are
pleasure.
most welcome.
Most welcome, Avnish.
To anyone
I'm here
else...
for comic relief, and this guy's here for all the information.
Shut up.
No.
Okay, so to anyone else who's wondering, I would not recommend ditching any other simulator if you already have one. Use them in conjunction. So some things are going to be better in this, like VFR.
What's it?
Airliners are going to be better in the other one.
Brush Lake. Groom Lake. That's the one.
Did I
You
spell?
can't find...
Okay, so then he said, we take off from KTNX, Kilo Tango, what is it? November. X-ray. Click. Set departure.
In America!
And and Darren, this is just for you.
Yes.
You need to fly south-southeast for 30 nautical miles. Good luck.
Never gonna happen, my private. You know what? If you said, listen, put there's a gym somewhere there, just next
What
to the
are
mountain,
some
I'll be there.
Okay, what are some interesting / unique and funny call signs? There are some pretty cool ones. When you say call signs, do you mean the actual aircraft registration? So if you look at the Cessna in front of us, the registration is Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra 1. That's a registration. But there's call signs. There's really cool call signs. I don't know, like super funny.
Skyhawk 115.
So Skyhawk is the name of the plane.
I
So
know.
if you were flying in America, they could actually call you Skyhawk and then whatever number. But
You see, I knew this. That's why.
normally
we
with
are.
registrations, they will say the actual codes on the aircraft.
Okay, I need to change this weather, my man. This is not good.
Call signs, and what do you mean by what call signs mean? A call sign is just the identifier for the aircraft. So when you're flying a small aircraft like we are, they just use the registration number. So if you look on the back of the aircraft and on the tail, it will have a code. So we are Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra. You can see it printed on our dashboard there, and that's what you would use as a call sign in a general aviation aircraft like this. So we would say X-Ray Golf Sierra, whatever this airport's name is. I didn't look.
Good video.
Oof,
Sorry.
struggling.
I am struggling. It's pulling me hard, my man. Pulling me hard.
Got this. We're in the air a bit early, so build up some airspeed, please.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, if you're flying an airliner, they get assigned specific call signs based on the flight.
How do I fly now? South, south, east, west, north.
So use your compass.
I can't do that. But I grew up there as a calculation generation. my
Okay, no.
man.
You always give me attitude about my geography. So in degrees, what's south, southeast, eh?
Who knows, man, bro?
No, you know.
No, I don't.
You did the geog.
Never did this. But where is that my compass?
No, this is your compass, yeah. So at the moment we are flying just, I actually can't see because of your
Zoom in
rubbish
there.
TV.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Okay, so we want to fly over there.
So
Cool,
we need to
got
turn
it.
around.
So we're literally going in the opposite direction.
Okay, cool.
Cool, you got it.
Kicking the ball, but
Nice, you always kick the. Oh wow, that's a lot of
That's
outwards.
a lot of outwards.
Okay, I don't know if you're going to be able to
Dropping
do
out of the sky.
rubbish TV. I'm just going to put your flaps up and you can deal with it.
Thank you.
Okay, so for airliners, they get assigned a specific call sign based on the flight, and each airline has a.
Okay, hang on. Now keep going more, eh? South.
Yeah, south-southeast. So in between the 12 and the 15, there.
There, cool.
Okay. So each airline has a specific call sign. So for example, if you're flying South African Airways, their call sign is Springbok. So if your flight is 525, when the pilot's talking to air traffic control, they will refer to themselves as Springbok 525.
Springbok, I can jump high.
There are some very, very cool call signs. British Airways, Speedbird.
Dirty D. That's
No,
my call
it's
sign.
not one.
That is. What's
Four-
mine?
404 Airways.
That's it. With Captain Knurpy speaking. Are we going to do that, Captain?
There we go. Red nose for Norwegian. That's correct. If you really lost, Dustin has given us the exact coordinates. What a champion. What do you guys do for a living?
We all in TV. So we in the TV and film industry.
We in the TV.
We in that TV, my friend. No. We're in the TV and film industry. That's what I do for a living. I work for Viacom CBS, if you know any of those channels, MTV, MTV Base, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., Nicktoons,
Dustin's
Comedy
a
Central,
champion.
and BET. It's the one.
Dustin says, I'm 100% not a Janet Airlines pilot as per my NDA. Oh, you're a champion.
I see. It's in front of us.
Is that Area 51?
It must be Area 51.
Okay,
Because you have to fly for 30 nautical miles, which is quite far.
correct.
Yes.
I didn't actually check so we could measure, so good luck, it's all on you.
This is awkward. All on me. I feel like the pressure is a bit much. Okay. How's it going otherwise? I think
I'm
doing
checking the socials.
Wanna trim?
Cool. I've caught up to all the comments. I'm winning.
well. Have you?
Yeah, I'm great at
Pretty
this.
good.
That's why we've got so many viewers, because I'm back.
Yeah, you back on the rack and operating.
You didn't actually even put my name on the splash
No, I
screen,
didn't.
so no one knew I was going to be here.
That's good. No, but I told people in the post.
Okay, what a nice guy.
I'm nice.
Advertising my return.
Advertising.
Came back just for this game.
Cheese grater's back for this game. Okay, what are we doing now? This is going to be very long to get there.
Yeah. Because you're flying at 5 knots like a banana. Can you stop climbing into the sky, do a bit more low of flying, and then a bit more speed upping?
Go away.
I can't.
No hands.
Okay. Right, I want to start streaming on YouTube, but I don't know where to start. Do you guys have any tips? Darren, that's for you.
Cool. Who's this?
This was Vice Gaming Mod.
Cool. Vast Gaming Mod. So you don't know? Just read his question again for me. Thank you very
I
much.
want to start streaming on YouTube, but
Yes.
I don't know where to start. Do you have any tips?
Cool. Yes. Okay. So
Get a YouTube account.
Get a YouTube account is a good one.
And
Number
a
one.
game.
And a game. Are you? Tell me quickly, Vice. This is the one question you ask you. Are you going to be streaming from a console or from a PC? Do you have a camera? You don't need one. That's okay, but it does add a bit of production value. And then trying to pitch down. And what is your computer or console that you're using? And then I can direct you from there.
Okay, then Ilna has a question for you. If a bird had 2 feathers, what color is the name of his eyelash? I think the answer is yes. Then Avnish says, Darren should try airports like Paro or Innsbruck. That would be hilarious. Yes, but it's only hilarious if you try and do it properly, because Innsbruck, Darren would just fly straight in like a banana. If we follow the approach, it's very, very intense. Remember, you asked me why is Innsbruck an add-on airport?
Yeah.
It's like such a random thing I've never heard
Yeah.
of. It's because it's got such a cool and complicated approach. So if we had to try and follow it properly, it would be awesome.
Is that the one through the mountains?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I was showing you last night.
And one I saw that the pilot, the A320 pilot or whatever, landed that. It's
Yes,
ridiculous.
it's
and it's so
hectic.
scary. And he was flying through cloud. at
Oh,
time.
that was Queenstown. I showed you that.
Oh,
video.
jeez,
That's
that's
Queenstown
ridiculous.
in New
Why am I
Zealand.
still
That
going
was
up?
awesome. Okay, because you like full throttle, eh? We break this engine, we use it to 100% of its ability. All the
I paid
time.
for it, Thomas. All of it, my bro.
I paid
All
for
of
this
it.
game, so
It doesn't matter.
it's my engine,
Oh,
and you'll be nice to it.
Okay, don't know where this place is. Dustin, are we still going? I need to actually go a little bit more. Let's go down for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going. So, are you going to recognize Area 51? Do you know how to look? Oh, well,
And I'm pretty sure they won't have the satellite images of it.
you think so?
No, I know so, because that's illegal. They wouldn't want that.
Yeah, but it's Microsoft. They do what they want. Oh my word, I'm going to keep looking there. It looks so much better.
So
than
much
that. This
better.
TV is hurting my eyes.
Yeah, it's really bad. This is a bad TV.
So please like and subscribe so we can make some money and get a better TV. So that my
That's
brain
exactly it.
my brain can handle 2 hours of this resolution. Okay. Ilna says when you try to answer the bird feather question, she thinks she just saw your brain buffer.
All the time.
And then Steph said the answer is actually 42.
Always.
Okay, here we go. I want to stream on a PC. It will have a 9th gen i5, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1080 Ti. I do not have a camera, but I can invest in one later.
Cool. So Basma, that's great. You're ready to go. So you need to start then and download yourself a program called OBS, or you could use something called Streamlabs, which is an easier version of it. If you know nothing about streaming, I would suggest you start with Streamlabs.
If you know nothing about video
and bitrate.
then I'd start with Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. It's got your default outputs, so you can select what you want to go to, and it will do the recommended settings for you already. And yeah, then you just start streaming. Literally just go to your YouTube page, you click live, you add the stream key and the server, which will be YouTube.
There are loads of YouTube videos
Yes,
showing you
of
how to
course.
set up Streamlabs.
Yeah.
So I would say, rather than us trying to explain it to you now, go and grab a YouTube video and they'll take you step by step through the process of connecting Streamlabs to your account. It's
Yes.
not difficult, but if you have someone showing you exactly what to click on and what to set, that would be a fantastic start. I followed a person called Alpha Gaming on YouTube. I don't know if you know him. He's a streamer, and I watched his setup tutorial, and it was very, very easy to follow. So I would recommend, shout out to Alpha Gaming.
He does OBS and
Streamlabs,
stuff,
yeah. And he will show you how to get that all set up.
Yeah, bro.
Dustin says he's going to guide us to
Area 51.
Area 51. Maybe start from Vegas International if you're going to fly a DA-20 and have another hour. Okay, that's Darren, you're flying too far to the right. Are we? I don't think we are.
I don't think
We are. I don't think we're going to find Area 51. I'm not confident in Darren's navigation skills.
Guys,
I'm just
it's
putting
pretty
it out.
much the end of the stream, so yeah. One moment.
Sorry, I can't help you with it on Apple Watch.
Not even Siri can find us, Area 51. Damn it.
Okay. Oh, jeez, I've got to check so many places here.
So many places.
All the streams.
All the streams.
Maybe a 777 and 27. Jeez, I can't read. 777 and 20 minutes from LAX. Okay, we're not going to do that. What about the runway that is like 10 kilometers long? Which runway? Oh, 10 meters long. That'll be interesting. I can't remember the name of the airport.
Is it really 10 meters long? Or
No, it's not. It's not.
exaggeration, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit longer than that, but it's pretty short. I'm pretty sure someone's got a runway somewhere with it that's 10 meters long for like bush planes and stuff, with those crazy stall planes, like the... Can't think of the name now. Awesome. Winning. Carry on. What's that thing called? The cool red one, Dustin. The super hectic stall plane, the red one. I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, if Darren owned a landing strip, it would be...
Looking behind me.
It would be 20 meters long.
Love it!
Chop.
Love it.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know where we are, guys.
Good. That went great.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we need to do?
Are we gonna call it for tonight? I think it was so much fun.
Yeah, that's why we're going to do this every week from now on.
Never. We can't keep doing that because other people like seeing our other hack and slash games. They love the voices. They love the singing. They love other people on the couch that isn't Dill telling them about Flight Simulator. Even though this was
disagree.
our best stream of the past year and a
I'm
half.
just so happy that happened because I've proved my point for the last 3 years of asking to play Flight Sim.
Okay, we're going to cut back to the couch.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go,
Avnish
we're back on the couch.
says,
Yes.
I think we'll know Area 51 when we get hit by a missile.
That's very true.
I saw TMARTN2.
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Made a vid on landing at Area 51, but would much rather watch you guys do it. Awesome. So
I would
next,
love to.
So next week when we play Flight Sim again, we'll make sure we know where Area 51 is, and we'll do that.
That's exactly what we will do. Guys,
Okay.
is that everyone?
Yeah. Dustin's trying to figure out what plane I was talking about, but I
Okay.
think I've steered him astray.
Astray.
Yeah.
Like an ostrich.
Darren, the most comment interaction on any video. Totally should do this every week. Oh, yes. Everyone wants Flight Sim every week.
No.
We've got 115
Listen,
comments.
guys,
saying,
it's not required. It's not necessary. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for you guys to tune into our other videos, because we're here every week, Thursday, 8 p.m. CT. You just have to tune in and comment like you did, one comment each, and we will break the record again on another game. You're proving Dill wrong once
Don't
again.
prove me
that
wrong.
Flight Sim is not the game. Because if this is the best video we've ever had,
Yeah.
that would really worry me.
I'm so happy. Please make this the best video. Sit tomorrow at work and do nothing and just keep commenting on the video even after it's finished.
Vice Gaming Mod says, what games do you guys have? Well, we've got every game. So, guys, just remember, we get early access to most games.
do?
Yeah, through
No, we
Glitch.
don't. Yeah, we
Yeah, pretty much most of the games
Not
of
this
your,
one.
of your big titles. Yeah, not this one. So we always on the latest and greatest stuff that's coming out. Go and check out our previous streams on the 404's page. Guys, go and like us, please, on Facebook. That's the 404 Gamers Not Found, on YouTube and on Twitch. Go and ding bells.
It's on the screen.
It's on screen. All the things. Click on it. And go and give Glitched some love as well, because our channel we also stream to. So that's Glitched on Facebook and Glitched on YouTube. Go and click like, do all the things. And remember, guys, it really does help us.
Yeah,
it really
It does.
all you have to do is do that, and it helps us. Even if you don't like us, even if you found me annoying and Dill very informative, you know what I mean?
Or
even then.
me annoying and Darren annoying.
Either way, just go and do that. And it's like helping small business. If you do that, we literally grow. YouTube allows us to do more. We can do more content for you. That's a real thing. That's all it requires. If 1 million people clicked subscribe on someone's page and commented once, you don't know what that will do for someone.
Yeah, and then we can stop being in the TV and do this all day.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's exactly how it works. So Dustin says, MF7 24/7 365 for the next 600 years.
Dustin's my man.
Then he says Forza Motorsport 8, call me. Then Illness says RAFT. What's Raft? Don't know what that is.
Isn't Raft a game?
Probably. Avnish says, I'm all for this every week. Ilna's like, you should play Raft. Okay, we'll try.
There we go.
Gaming Monsack, so will you guys be playing Cyberpunk? Obviously. Woo. We will be getting that.
Touchy subject. Though.
That's not even a touch. That's happening. That's like, obviously
but
playing Cyberpunk.
the state of Cyberpunk is a touchy subject.
No, I don't think so.
All the
It's going to come
domains.
out when it's ready, and that's fine. Barzy says hello. How's it, Barzy? You came in right at the end of the stream, but thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are great. Let's see. There's guys here. Knots. Okay, people.
I checked those
checking
ones.
on these. No, and that looks like everybody.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to call it for tonight.
Now that we're into simulators, next
Yes.
week we'll be doing Truck Simulator.
No, we won't.
Okay,
we won't
Farm
be doing Farming
Simulator.
Simulator. No
Oh,
Goat
come on.
Simulator.
What about Fishing Simulator?
No. I think we stop with the simulators for 1 week and we go forth and do something fun. I think something cool is coming out next week, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have a look, because now the game industry is starting to come up again. Okay, so listen, guys, thank you so much. Everyone's like Goat Sim. Thanks for the amazing stream, guys.
Awesome,
Avnish says.
thanks for
Avnish.
What's
Sorry,
your
I
name?
keep butchering the name.
Yeah, you're quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vice Gaming says, see you next week. Love this channel. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Go
Thank
and
you.
like and subscribe to the 404 Gamers Not Found. If you haven't already, that's the 404 Gamers Not Found on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. Go and do the things. And we shall see you next time. Thank you so much for coming on the
It's a
stream.
pleasure. We didn't actually die.
We didn't die. We didn't die, so that means I'm not I would make everybody sick on the plane, and I would 100% get my license taken away, but I didn't
But
kill anyone.
we survived Flight
Exactly.
Sim 2020.
That's
And
it.
it looks incredible. It was
does.
great fun.
And to be honest with you, I'm going to get it. So me and Dill are going to start flying.
Epic. We can do some multiplayer stuff.
Bush stuff.
That would be really cool to show people.
Go and check some stuff out. So just remember, guys, go and check out our Discord channel. That's also the 404 Games Not Found. If you want to see us in the week, we stream all different games. That's not the Thursday on the couch. We do some really cool stuff.
During
Yeah.
the week, we stream to the 404 pages, or the 404 channels.
The 404 channels, that's
YouTube.
normally Twitch and YouTube
Yeah.
and on Facebook. So if you want to catch us in the week, go and check us out on
So
Discord.
if you are watching us on Glitched right now, when we stream during the week, it'll be on the
on the 404
channels.
pages. Okay. Everyone's like, keep butchering the name. Don't really mind it. Lol. Thank you so much, Avnish. And then Dustin was saying it's like, Bravo, Oscar, Inga, Echo, Tanga. 69. Cheers. Ah, very nice. I like that. Put 69. Cheers. She.
Well, there's your call sign, Darren.
Put 69. That's the one. Cheers, kids. Awesome stuff. Thanks so much, guys. We shall see you next time, next week. That's here on the 404, 8 p.m. CAT. See you there. Okay.